Y'all ready?
Yeah, let's go.
We are live, Boog.
Oh, we are live. Yes, sir.
We're officially back at it.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. Love and tradition of the grand design. Some people say it's even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside this gentle world. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams, real love bursting out of every scene. Days go by, it's the bigger love of the family.
The Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast is recorded in front of a live virtual audience and is funded in part by viewers like you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. Boog Nice coming at you with the Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast, episode 209. I'm your host, Boog Nice. Got my boys with me, Fabster, Pancheesy, Rick Dom. Saturday, early. We missed Friday, purposely, but we back. How are you? What's going on over there? What is the temperature, the climate? What is the damage report?
Yeah, we purposely missed yesterday because, Poncho planned this whole hurricane thing around Hasbro PulseCon. So
yeah, I sure did.
Hey, I'll make this hurricane blow through on Friday so that we have PulseCon to discuss at the end of Saturday. Perfect. Great
Absolutely.
Job,
I got on the phone with President Biden, made him fire up the weather machine. Business as usual. Honestly, every 2 years, I like to turn on the weather machine and really just batter the East Coast.
Yeah. Well, that's appropriate because it's G.I. Joe, Weather Dominator.
Sure.
Cobra involved in there. I think that's a G.I. Joe thing. Anyway, what's up?
What's up? Yeah. The hurricane sucked, but it is what it is. I mean, I live in Charleston. This place is underwater.
I'm so worried, Pancho. Your ankles look so wet.
It's true. I could have gone in that picture I shared with you, that was just like the tamest part of my complex. Like, there were people maybe even like 10 feet further back and like they were up to their waist. But I'm like, I don't know what's swimming around in here. I'm not gonna go in there.
Just chancing it for the hard style picture.
That's true. That's really all that matters. The photo op.
We gotta show the peeps here.
Oh sure, yeah. Why not? It's on my Instagram too.
I love that bleach dye job. Did you do that?
No, that's courtesy of Walmart, baby.
Oh.
It's a Mario shirt that says Super Famicom, and I'm like, I couldn't believe that they sell that shirt here, so I had to pick it up.
Love it.
Mamma mia.
Like it, love it, gotta have it.
Gotta have it. That's it.
The
But
Walmart slogan.
that aside, it sucked. My apartment was fine, thankfully. Our cars, though, different story. But it is what it is. We moved them, but my car was, I don't know. Before we moved it. But unfortunately, my neighbor's place got pretty messed up, unfortunately. But the way my place is situated, we were thankfully not getting a lot of the wind. So my actual house was fine. I was like prepared to move all my stuff up to the second floor. Thankfully we have 2 floors, but like all my video games are on the first floor and all my figures are upstairs. I was ready to just move all of that to the second floor, but it was fine. It was scary in the morning, but as the day went on and it moved away from us, it was okay. But that's it. And we would have gone on last night, but of course, like PulseCon was 2 days. It just made more sense to do Saturday. And then also like, even though the storm had passed, like the power was like going in and out all night. So I just didn't want to risk it. That's it. How's everybody else this week?
Not now.
Oh,
Oh,
it's muted.
I was about to say Fabio. That's
Whoa.
a beautiful voice you have.
Whoa. It was fine. It's a fine week. Just looking forward to, RumbleCon, baby.
That's it.
Rumbling.
Rumbling
The
bumbling.
Rumblers be conning.
That's
The
true.
number one RumbleCon stream.
What about you, Boog? How was your week?
Might actually be.
He's not even here. Rick, what about you?
It was all right. It was all right. It's kind of sucked a little bit because last week I got a tattoo
Nice.
and it's still warm over here
What?
in California, so I have to wear.
I didn't know you were so edgy.
hoodie. Oh, sir, I'm a man of the streets.
What?
A
Where? And
hardened criminal. And I love it and I hate it because I have to wear a hoodie everywhere because this can't touch sunlight for like a month. So I'm sweating it up when I'm out in these streets. If you see me posting pictures of me in the streets, at a thrift, I'm 100% sweating it up in a damn hoodie. And it's like fucking 90 degrees out. That is one downside, but besides that, it's been pretty good. It's been pretty damn all right.
where is this tattoo that you have to wear a hoodie to cover it?
On my forearm.
Oh.
Great place for a tattoo.
I don't own any long sleeves because I live in California. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Like all I own is like a few hoodies. So I'm like, man, I'm kind of fucked here.
You don't wear short sleeve shirts under long sleeve shirts under short sleeve shirts?
What kind of
And under
maniac?
long sleeve shirts.
Well, this is very riveting. I was
Saturday
nothing-
vibes, baby.
yeah, that's right.
Nothing like a tattoo-centered toy podcast.
How much?
Saturday?
Wait, I want to ask some more mundane things. How much did it cost?
Yeah, that's true.
It cost me $450.
Oh my god! Wow, baby, including tip?
Go to.
No, what'd you tip this? What'd you
Including
tip the artist?
Tip, it's like a really detailed berserk tattoo.
I love it. Oh,
You got to
beautiful.
dip your tattoo, guys?
Oh my god.
I
You
never got
telling
a
me-
tattoo, so I don't know.
Are you telling me that all those booty cheek tattoos you got, you didn't tip them one time?
I mean, maybe, but it was during a debaucherous night out, so I probably blacked out if I didn't or didn't.
Something else, man.
I
You
don't
are
know.
something else.
Which I would love to show on stream, but obviously that's inapropos.
Maybe for the OnlyFans version.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
stream is PG. This stream is PG-11.
That's for my upcoming channel membership, the OnlyFobs.
OnlyFans. Speaking of other channels, I was on Toying Around this week as well. I went on with Kevin Thursday. Yes, it's called Unboxing Thursday. So I was there on Thursday. It was great, man. I opened up Super Saiyan 2 Goku SHF. Thank you, Fabio.
For sure.
And I love this thing way more than I thought I would. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I got a couple nice little shout outs on that stream. That was very nice of you guys. And
Of
Tim
course.
Smith give me a nice shout out, so I hit him up later to thank him. So yeah, that was a really fun episode. I had to catch it on the replay because I wasn't there for it live, but
Oh, nice.
I'd heard that I had been summoned.
Oh,
So I had-
yes.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised you enjoyed it because if anything, that stream was anti-Mezco the whole way through, baby.
I loved Kevin's Shark Tank rationale for why he's out on the line. It was great.
It had to be done.
Yeah.
This man had to move on. He can't be abused by this girl forever. He's gotta find. He's getting up there in age. He's got to find another lady in his life.
It's true.
Ain't
Some men
no-
are stronger than others.
Yeah. I mean, apparently I have a realm to protect, so I guess we'll get to that when we get to RumbleCon. But
It'd be like that.
it ain't even that serious. And we got to do it here and make sure that Kevin hears it because he's not going to hear it on my channel because apparently it's irrelevant to him.
Oh, I knew he was gonna bring it up.
choice words.
Oh man, when I heard him say that, I was like, "Oh man, this is the best."
Oof. I mean, I laughed, dude. I thought it was hilarious all the way through. I'm not, catching feelings about it. It's all fun, whatever, But I don't know. Just that led me to like a fun thought process as far as like how many things do I like. I feel like the majority of YouTube channels that I watch is shit that I like don't collect specifically because that's how I experience all that stuff. Like I go, I watch Animated Heroes reviews, but I'm not into like imports and anime figures at all. I watch all these like YouTube toy hunters who go to Target and like vintage toy shops, and I'm not interested in any of that stuff at all. So by that definition, those channels should be irrelevant to me too. But I still enjoy them,
Yeah, real quick before we move on to community, I want to shout out. Speaking of toy hunting, Kev's new video, his toying around video.
Oh yeah, that was great.
His hunting around. I looked at it this morning. It had been out for like 15 hours. Hasn't even cracked like 300 views. I implore everybody to watch that series. It is genuinely, and I say this with no sarcasm at all, it is genuinely the best toy hunting content on the entire platform, period. Like, like everything about it, like especially production wise. He has 2 cameramen following him around in a Toys R Us, and he like switches between angles, and like he has really great, synergy with all his guests and stuff. So it really feels like I'm watching like a TV show, like a television production. Yeah. It's crazy good.
It's like a reality show.
Yeah. So
his production quality is fucking insane.
It's through the roof. It's unreal. So everybody check out Toying Around, Hunting Around. The latest episode is with the Enablers. I think it's like episode 4 or something. So he's had a couple of guests on. He's had I think he's either had or he's going to have the guy from Kim's Convenience, who's also on his other Star Wars shows and stuff. So it's a really good show. Definitely check it out.
Wade Howlitson.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't have a Toys R Us here, so it's irrelevant to him.
Incredible. Yeah, so let's get right into it. First of all is community. We're going to talk highlights, a few highlights, and we're going to wrap up OcTOYber from last year and talk just a smidgen about OcTOYber this year. It's the first day, of course. Then we'll get right into our top stories, but let's see. I should have shared the highlights with you already, Fabio.
Yeah, you should have.
Roll right in there.
Yeah, you did. Oh, wow. Look at that. Whoa.
Whoa. Megatron in the mix, doing his thing. He always does really good, like, multi-scale display stuff, and it's just no exception.
Megatron and Optimus.
There it is. You have one of these, right, Fabio, or no?
I ended up selling it, actually, because I had the Megatron. And
a little irrelevant to you, huh?
They don't have the license anymore for Transformers at this scale, so it's not like they're ever going to reissue Optimus Prime, and he's like more expensive than a HasLab Galactus.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So I was like, if I can't get Optimus at like a reasonable price, let alone finding him is one thing, and if you do, it's usually super expensive. So for those reasons, I'm out.
Smart.
There's a lot of really good stuff. I'll echo that. The last hunting around was also great, but I will also say that the Unboxing Thursdays was great. I'm glad you're enjoying that Goku too.
That's true. Very true. But yeah, this photo is off the wall. It's so good. And it's I can imagine it's quite a simple setup. Well, I don't want to say that. Is there a seaside around here? Let me see.
Let me
There you go.
see.
Yeah. So
this is exactly what I wanted these Transformers at this scale for too, because I think they're perfect 1/12 scale.
They are really, really great. They're very well scaled with these G.I. Joe figures. So yeah, it just goes to he just has like white poster board back there, and then he built like a little set right here over to your left, and then it's just very, very simple display stuff. Of course, there's like a lot of advanced techniques here, but like it just goes to show you that you don't need like a full blown diorama at like, every single corner of your photo. The way that you stage stuff, if you stage stuff smartly and accurately, then you can get a lot of really great dimension and depth in your photo. And this is a proof right here. And it's great. If you go back to the main A side, the way that it's framed is also very, very good. Like classic rule of thirds right here. You have the two G.I. Joe figures down here in the bottom left third of the frame, and then Megatron and Optimus Prime are fighting in the top third up here. It's just really, really well.
I will say one thing.
Uh-oh.
He should have turned the lights on these guys, because Megatron's cannon has like a purple light.
Oh,
right
does
here.
it? Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And Optimus, you wouldn't be able to see it, but at least Megatron's eye, you'd see like a little bit of red. So just that little bit of color pop, I think.
True. Very true. Well, hell yeah. Big shout out to Megatron.
He's got a lot of gear on Beachhead there. Is that like official G.I. Joe gear, or is that some other shit he's got on him?
He geared up.
You're asking the wrong guy.
I need that Spirit figure. Damn it.
Oh damn, that Spirit figure's so good. I get it.
That's just starting to come out, isn't it? It's been out.
Yeah, it's been out for a little while.
All right. I also noticed in the seaside an untransformed Transformer, the Bratz car.
Right there on the floor.
Yep. Wait, I was also going to say, are these Magic the Gatherings Optimus Prime and Megatron?
Why do you say that?
Did nobody watch the MTG panel? Was that everybody else's bathroom break panel? Or was it Avalon Hill like me?
It was...
But I watched the MTG panel, and they're doing a Transformers crossover.
Are they really?
The next block is going to have a few mythic rarity Transformers cards with a new mechanic called More Than Meets the Eye.
Well, yeah, brand new. Never heard that before.
What's that, Boog?
I said, who asked for that? I don't understand where they come from with some of these things. Don't they do some like
it's all about brand
testing or some, like freaking what do you call that? Focus groups or something? Like what?
I mean like the board of directors.
I feel like the age group of the age group of Magic the Gathering, like really, it does cross with Transformers. I feel like I don't know.
Maybe vaguely. They're both Hasbro properties at this point because Hasbro owns Wizards of the Coast now. So
yeah,
it costs them no licensing fees. And it's going to get all these Transformers fans to play Magic the Gathering, right?
It's true. It's just as long as it's, you know what I really don't like? I'm going to catch a lot of heat for this. I don't like all these Ninja Turtle crossovers. Just put it to bed. I know it's been good. It's like a brand staple at this point, but like, bro, I could give a shit less about these Street Fighter Ninja Turtles. Just stop, dude.
Power Rangers Ninja Turtles. That's you?
That's me. I liked it. I liked it because it was designed by Power Ranger guys, and because it was designed by Turtle guys, it'd be a fucking train wreck. Anyway, I'm not gonna get into this.
Well, they're from the comic too, right? So that's the the defining excuse for why anything exists. Well, it was in the comics. So
True.
It makes sense. Okay.
True. Okay. What's next?
What about the Street Fighter Power Rangers? Are those from anything, or are those just from?
So Chun-Li and Ryu are from an official crossover helmed by Capcom. I'll get into that. I have so much shit to talk about that, so we'll get into that.
We're getting off track here. Either way, this is a great photo. I'm gonna bump it.
The old bumpski.
Even no shark emoji this time because it just upsets me every time I see it. It's not as good as the original. So
let's go.
It's a dolphin. It's not even a fucking shark.
Dan Marino over there. Anyway, Poncho, go ahead.
Laces out, please. He killed this, man. This was great. First of all, we gotta give credit where credit is due. Big shout out, Derek Baroki, one of the first guys to do this, but with cutouts way back in the day. Incredible to see.
Reminded me of that. Yeah. Go ahead, sorry.
Incredible to see, because back then you couldn't recreate this with figures. But now, what a time to be alive, huh? Where this can be fully realized. Unbelievable.
Yeah, this is crazy. Let's look at the V side here.
Let's go. Wow.
Whoa. Is that the new lizard?
There he is. Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense because he's
The
got the
one and
bendy tail.
only.
It's the new lizard with the old head, right?
So
So
old
old
head.
Old head.
Yeah, man.
Speaking
This
of
is
old,
really.
shout out to Derek Parecki.
Yes.
Is it the old head? No, that looks like it was all stock.
Huh.
The new one came with two looks, like a
Okay,
sort of goofy
Yeah.
I'm
look.
tripping.
Yes.
You are.
Also-
That's okay. Though.
Also, yeah, shout out to the Toying Around stream for the usage of new head. I
Yeah.
loved it. It's incredible. We're crossing platforms. I fucking love it.
And now that you've explained the joke to people, it'll be so much funnier to them.
Absolutely.
Can you imagine?
But yeah,
I
man.
love that you're trying to get your wife involved too.
I'm wearing her down. She hit me with a Sano head joke this morning while we were again
What?
watching Halloween Wars. Like we were talking about, like on the show, they said fondant head or something like that, and like I look at her and she goes, "So fondant head." I was like, yes.
Say the line, Bart.
Yes.
Say the line.
It's happening.
amazing.
It's happening. That's
There's
the
so
real
much that needs
secret.
to go into that explanation too, because you got to explain that it used to be this old Vine, and then what it entails, and then the follow up is like, what's Vine? Right?
That's
Then you got to go back and explain what Vine is.
Well, Vine's like Musically. Well, what's Musically? Well, it's kind of like TikTok. Oh, okay.
What's TikTok again? I'm 45.
That's true. Unreal. But yeah, man, I really like this picture, of course, because it's incredibly posed. He did a lot of creative stuff right here. Clearly, it's either he has the arm off or the head off, or even both to get him to fit both in there. But it's just a really nice example of this is a really easy, I don't want to say it's really hard to explain it. So this is like a very simple setup once again, but it's just the perfect marriage of all the elements. Like essentially it's just these guys in the sewer grate, and then a little piece of paper, the sewer grate there, a bottle, and then some like sprinkles of debris for leaves. And like on paper, that doesn't really sound like a lot, but it's just a really great example of how you can build a really nice scene and a really great photo with very simple elements, just as long as everything comes together really, really well. And this was great. And like a great thing to point out is just the way that the photo is laid out, like the symmetry of a lot of things. So in the bottom left corner, he has like the paper going off screen. And then in the top right corner, he has the sewer grate going off screen, and it draws your eyes into the middle, which is Spider-Man and Lizard right there. And it's just really good photography for sure.
And then here's Derek's from a few years ago. That was
That's
mostly
it.
cut out. Yeah.
Beautiful. A beautiful marriage of cutouts and figures for sure.
How far we've come. Like, my gosh.
Truly.
You see that one, that Derek's, that one is the one with old head.
So
You said a few years ago. How long ago was Derek's? It's got to be at least 5 years, right?
I think it's more than 5, huh?
gotta be.
When I think, so here we go. When I think 5 years ago, I'm still thinking like 2015, 2013, but that's almost like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was back when everybody was doing like mostly cutout photos. Like there was like a solid, chunk of time where it just got more and more ridiculous, where people were just basically taking pictures of a comic page and there would be one thing that was figure related.
Hey, is what it is.
Yeah. That was a fun time. This was one of the times it was done right, though. But even so, we've got so many new, like, better Spider-Man since then. And remember, this was the hot Spider-Man.
It was Pizza Spidey. Yeah.
Look at that.
How far we look at these pins. My goodness. Oh, take me back. All right, there it is. Oof.
There it is.
Yeah, good stuff.
All right, what's next?
What's next is Catwoman Poncho.
Let's go. Same guy. Dang, I didn't even know. Double feature. Let's go.
Oh. A creepy creature double feature. Oh my goodness.
That's it. This is beautiful. Just very nice, very simple, effective, really great angle. Like whenever a photo has like a really sick gimmick like this, and it's almost like a detriment to call it a gimmick, but whenever it has like a reflection in a photo is like, I don't know. That's the cheat code for me. I love it.
I mean, anything with arguably the best female figure of all time is a win.
That's true.
Win.
Did she really?
According to me.
Oh,
According to me, pal.
if it was according to whoever keeps nominating Khan, I'd believe it.
The jury is in, and I say yes.
Yeah, he's been touting this figure for quite a while.
It's a good figure.
Nice.
I wonder if they'll give us a re-release on this one.
You never know.
And if they won't keep delaying Harley Quinn, huh?
Very true.
Big if true. Big if true.
All right, I think there's one more after this.
It sure is.
Let's go.
A lot of Spoderman love today, huh?
Greg Shaw. Yeah, man. This was great. You know, vehicles on the brain the last couple of weeks. I had to include this. Very nice energy in this shot for sure. And this is a no strings attached NSA right here with that Spider-Man. He has some tack on his foot hidden by the light there. It's beautiful.
Oh, I see that.
Really great.
National Security Agency. Okay.
That's it. This is what truck is this? It's the driven truck, maybe?
I think it's Brooder.
Yeah, that's a broody boy.
That's Brooder? Okay. I thought that was driven.
Das Brooder.
Is that Are you sure? You're probably right.
You know what? Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
I was gonna say Bruder. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Yeah, these are
I
the
didn't
ones
know
that
Brooder
Henry
made a garbage truck. Maybe I'm bugged. Oh, you're right. It is Brooder. Egg on my face.
Wow.
That's it. Hey, that's why you're here. That's why there's four of us, not
You're a
one of
real
us. Huh?
Wonka fan.
That's it. Yeah, I'm not. I got one Brooder truck. It's
I'd like
a
to have
DHL truck.
an actual driver in here too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, props to him, man.
Wow.
Really thought of everything. He's got trash on the streets, doing it big.
Ain't that some shit? You just driving your garbage truck and Rhino fights Spider-Man on it.
The Spider-Man's putting dents in your roof too. It's not all just Rhino.
Yeah, if he's in New York and he's doing waste management, he's probably a member of the mob.
There's nothing in this truck worth fighting for, fellas. What are we doing?
It's literally trash. Unreal. All right.
All right.
I think
Love
that
it.
does it
Great.
for, what do you call it? That does it for,
Community highlight.
yeah, community highlights. Next up,
What's up with this OcTOYber business, Poncho? Are
Let's
we
so
we be on it?
well, yes, we have, but we're not quite there yet. So last week we announced the winners last week of OcTOYber of last year, and then for time's sake, we went ahead and just saved the second half of announcing winners for this week. So the main thing about OcTOYber, which I think is one of the greatest things about OcTOYber, is it's a chance where everybody has a chance to win something as long as you participate and email your submissions to the official email address, which is OcTOYber, A.C.B.A. At gmail.com. And, it really doesn't matter if you're a veteran, you've been doing A.C.B.A. and figure photography since its inception, or, you're just starting out this year. Absolutely everybody has a chance to win because of the random element too. So every year we pick random days. This year we did a spin for it a couple of weeks ago on the show, and then we ended up with day 6, which was, I think that was close call. So the theme for last year was close call on day 6. So we picked that day, and then what we're going to do is we're going to pick the best photo from day 6 of last year. And then we're also going to do a random spin for everybody who participated in day 6 of last year as well. So the best photo from last year from day 6 is by, hold on. Let me screen share so you guys can see it too. Actually, hold on one second. And then, boom. All right. So you guys can see this, right? Obviously. Clearly. All right, so the winner for the random day of last year is, sorry if I butcher your name, it's Gabo Vitales. Sorry, and here we go.
Fantastic, Rick.
Little turtle love right here. Lots of great entries from last year, but this one stood out for sure. Really great lighting, and like a really nice, really great use of the theme as well. And then really nice posing on all this stuff. What I like the most is that there's like actual tension in the string here for sure. That's like my favorite part about the photo, especially when dealing with string and stuff. It's very easy to not get the tension right. So nice lighting, nice concept, everything about this. Really, really great. So big shout out to Gabo right here. There was no handle in the email submission, so I'm sorry. But yeah, man, he killed it. So next up, we're going to do the spins right here. So this is everybody who participated.
Oh, I love these.
So this is everybody who participated on day 6 of last year who emailed their submissions. And I cannot stress this enough. Please email your submissions if you want to be considered for prizes at the end of the event. Every single post that we put out there that has the prompt list in it has instructions, and those instructions include email submission instructions and how to format that. Basically, just email your submissions every single day. As soon as you post it, just go ahead and email it. And then the subject line should be the day and the theme. And then the body should include your photo and your like username or whatever. So is everybody who participated that day. We're just going to do one spin and then see who takes it home. And this is for the random pick for day 6. And let's go. So the person who won is Daniel Ghoul Art. Whoa. Ghouling it up.
Art.
That's it. And this is his photo right here. Nice little Wolverine Sabretooth action in the mix. Let's go.
That's a cute one.
This is the winner. Yeah, this is the winner of the random pick for day 6. So, hell yeah, man.
Incredible colors,
Glad it's actually a good photo, too.
Yeah, it's great. Absolutely. So, hell yeah, man. Congratulations once again to Daniel Goulart for being the random winner, and then as well as Gabo Vitales for being the overall winner. Just goes to show you, as long as you participate, you have a chance to win. And yeah, man, congratulations to these guys. So that does it for October
As they say,
last year.
Don't be hating, start participating.
Okay. Yeah, they do say that. Yeah, so OcTOYber started today. OcTOYber 2022 started today. Have you guys been looking at some of these photos or no?
Not yet. I was getting ready to set something up after this too.
Nice. Boog, I saw you posted one. Very nice.
That was a really good one.
It was very good.
Yeah, so far so good. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I did see quite a bit on Instagram.
No, you didn't post it here.
Yeah, I did. It's there.
It's below it. It's down. It's right there to the left. Up.
Oh,
there you go. Very nice little white hot action. Of course.
Yeah. Want to lightly motivate people to come out and have a good time. Like P said, no pressure. You don't have to participate every day for you to win something. As you can see, somebody just won something. Even though he did participate quite a bit, but
let's just go with it.
There are a lot of people who participated who had entries in day 6 that only did a couple of days too. So the chances were there for sure.
Fantastic.
But yeah, man. Today's theme is Here We Go Again. Lots of great photos for sure. I did notice that there were a couple of people. A lot of people were same braining with me. I did a photo where it was just a character like picking up a camera and I feel I saw a couple of people had the same idea where they just had like a character either holding a camera or setting up a shot and stuff. It was very nice.
Excuse me. That's exactly what I'm doing.
There you go. It's a great idea. It's really weird on desktop. Like you can't go through the hashtag on desktop. It sucks. But you can do it on your phone. Like if you go to the search bar on your phone and then search it, and then you can separate the search results by hashtag, and then from there you can go ahead and do the most recent and whatnot. But yeah, man, lots of great entries so far. I'm really stoked to see so many people participating again. I'm even more stoked to see that this is once again reaching beyond just A.C.B.A. and is just, it's like spreading to like other toy communities as well, even off Instagram. It's really nice. Very, very nice. But yeah, man, hopefully everybody enjoys. Maybe we'll try it. We'll do some more OcTOYber highlights as the month goes on at the end of the week. Maybe I'll pull highlights from the OcTOYber event mostly.
Yeah.
And then, we'll just see how it goes. So good luck to everybody. And most importantly, just have fun. And yeah, man, that's it. That's it for OcTOYber. And that's it for community highlights. So let's get into the meat and potatoes, baby. Top stories. Of course, PulseCon just wrapped. So our top stories include Marvel Legends, Lightning Collection, and then, this is the #1 Star Wars podcast. So the next topic is Hasbro Scraps, then followed by Mezco, SH Figure Arts, third party, miscellaneous, and then, of course, the ever illustrious after show as well. So we can just get right in to Marvel Legends. Boog, you want to take it away? I'm sure your finger was on the pulse for sure all weekend, huh? Not even here.
Damn.
I was muted. My bad. So yeah, day one of Hasbro PulseCon. Do I actually have the image of what the actual lineup was?
I'm pulling it up here.
Yeah, day one was Transformers at 1:15, Power Rangers 2:15, starting lineup at 3 o'clock, Fortnite 3:20, and Marvel wrapped things up at 3:45. So we do know that this past week that our good friend Todd Ortiz, aka Rectangular, did have a big leak video, as he does every year before one of these events. Just goes and spoils the whole entire product lineup for Hasbro for the year, and that's what he did. So he had a big video showcasing a bunch of stuff that is rumored to come out in 2023. So I was under the impression that Hasbro was going to switch up their reveals or what they had planned for Hasbro Pulse a little bit. I feel like they might have. I don't have any tangible data that actually backs that up, but I'm just feeling like they may have mixed things up a little bit based on what he did, because clearly they were not happy with him, and they never are. I saw a little exchange between Dan.
Pull it up.
What was that? Was that on Twitter?
I think
on
Instagram.
It was on Instagram.
On Instagram. Okay, so yeah, clearly these guys are not happy when Todd does what Todd does. But yeah, it was.
So, if I might add.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it is what it is. I told Todd a few years ago that I think he probably should change the approach of how he does these things. But I mean, it is what it is. He's found his lane with that. I'm sure the video it must be at over 20,000-30,000 views by now. I'm not 100% sure on that, but yeah, it was a lot of cool, exciting things. PulseCon kicked off, and I guess the Marvel fans kind of broke the stream. I don't know what happened. It
had a power outage.
I think it was the proton cannon that they showed was just too huge and epic.
Yeah, for a good, I want to say maybe 5 minutes, the stream was down. Now I'm not sure if during that time they showed some shit, or if it got back on track at the point where it cut out. I wasn't 100% sure on that because when the stream was over, I saw them showing off stuff on Instagram that I didn't see on the stream. But I'm thinking that
I think the actual like studio where they were not where these guys are presenting from, but maybe like where the production people are and where like Cleo is hosting, like the big green screen set. That all lost power, so it cut the stream. But when the stream came back on, they were still going as if nothing had happened.
I see.
Like these guys were still in the middle of the presentation. So it's not like they like came back and were like, okay, we're back here. We show everything. They just continued doing the whole presentation, and then everything that got cut off when it went back to Cleo in the studio, they just showed the images and everything afterwards.
Okay. So yeah. I thought
it was my internet too. Like I saw everybody like I refreshed a few times, and then everybody in the chat started going crazy, thinking it was just them too.
Right. Yeah, that's what hit me to the fact that it was something wrong on their end, though, was everybody in the chat, because the chat was just going a mile a minute at that particular point. But
just some operator error.
But yeah, I think these guys did a great job. First of all, I thought Hasbro PulseCon in general was very good. I thought the production value was great. Overall, like some individual things we'll get into as far as like the individual brands and who have maybe had the best showing and who may not have had a great showing. But overall, the entire production I thought was pretty well done. I actually enjoyed it. The Marvel panel in particular, I thought was very good, despite Rectangular stealing some of their thunder. I thought that the reveals were nice. I was still somewhat surprised, I guess. A little while before the stream actually started, we saw that our friend of the show, Alexis Lim, aka Deviant Studios, had hit me up and said that he had this figure in hand. It had released in Hong Kong, I guess, early or something. I'm not sure how that whole thing worked out. He was like, yo, Boog, I have this in hand. I'll send you some pictures and some video and stuff shortly when I get home. I guess he was at work at the time.
A quick correction. He's from Singapore.
Oh, he's from Singapore, but yeah, I guess by way of Hong Kong,
yes,
got out early. Is that what it is?
Yeah, those guys get like a lot of Hasbro stuff super early, because I guess that's just the chain of shipment that it just passes through them first and whatnot. Same thing used to happen in the Philippines a lot too back in the day. Right. That's how Advocate got a lot of stuff early too.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So Advocate. He had Advocate. Yeah. I'm like, what would you do?
Well said.
That's it. That's the way.
I actually know this. I think it's DeMagmalieu.
There it is. You got it. Advocate Pinoy. So yeah, he had it. Alexis had it, and so did some other fellow who had his watermark on the photos. I think those were some of the first photos that got out. So we knew that that this was coming. And even before the stream, actually, on day one, before they even kicked off everything, they had like a pre-show, and that guy who was doing the pre-show showed an image of Modular Iron Man. So again, it was confirmed at that point, and then double confirmed when the stream actually started. This was the first thing that they showed off, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, we getting a redeco of the Modular Iron Man that we got in the Ursa Major Build-A-Figure wave with the proper colorway. This is the more comic accurate colorway, and they actually included the proton cannon here. We know that the Mafex figure that's going to come with a big proton cannon is not the actual proper costume or proper armor for that cannon. This is more comic accurate, I guess, but a lot of people are interested in doing some Marvel versus Capcom displays with this guy. But yeah, we got the proper colorway with the more comic accurate colors, and we also got the mullet Tony head sculpt, which is excellent. It's going to be great. Hopefully, maybe at some point they'll give us a old school sort of 70s suited body or something like that, which would be really, really cool. But we got Mullet Tony, Redeco. This is a big box that you're going to get here. The figure, the interchangeable hands, the heads, and then the proton cannon is in a separate box, but it's all boxed together, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Retail for, I don't know what the retail price is. I heard a couple of different things. I heard
$44.99.
Really? That cheap?
Yeah.
Yeah, people reported $60 at first, and then it came out that it was 40.
All right, so
And I think it's up on Pulse now. Maybe it's sold out already, but
I do know that something sold out on Pulse. What was the first thing to go? Oh, Dark Phoenix. We'll get to that. But yeah, this is not bad value, I guess, in comparison to the Mafex figure, which is what? Give me the proper price quote, because I always quote the domestic price, and then you guys say no.
Currently, it's 87.
All right, so $87 for the Mafex version with the cannon with the wrong Iron Man, and honestly, I think that Iron Man looks a little like skimpy, a little flimsy, the Mafex version in comparison to the Hasbro version of that same armor.
Well,
but
excuse me, you're attacking our line. I like, therefore you're attacking me.
To be fair, for brevity, this Iron Man also is not 100% accurate to the comic one. The comic one has a circular, like, what do you call it? Whatever. Arc reactor, yes. So,
well, it's
but
supposed to be
understandably,
accurate to the cartoon. It's supposed to be accurate to the cartoon, but this costume was also used around that same era for Marvel vs. Capcom. So it is
true.
That weird kind of pastiche of both.
Absolutely.
But well, I mean, is it? I mean, that was one of the complaints. Is it? Because if you look at the card art, it's not even correct.
It's weird. So like this looks closer. This looks
completely different.
This looks way closer to Marvel vs. Capcom for sure, and that's obviously what they were going for here. So that's a win for me. If it,
I think they're going for both simultaneously.
It looks good either way, accurate or not. It looks good.
True. Because in the comic, like he has a bunch of other shit on too. Like he has like stuff around like his chest and like a belt. I mean,
at the base.
Well, look.
Nah. Look, here's the base figure is. I'll send you this.
This is the art from Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Yeah, so I think it looks closer to Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which is what I would prefer, to be quite honest.
Yeah. But I mean, and it's also something that they can't say.
Like, yeah, they can't say it because
they danced around that.
Disney has been trying to bury. Disney has been trying to bury Marvel vs. Capcom for years.
Fighting game. They were really tiptoeing around it.
Yeah.
And then doesn't War Machine technically have the same costume?
It's a comic cover. I'll put it in the chat.
Oh, show me.
What'd you say about War Machine?
War Machine had basically the same colorway swap, didn't he?
The new carded War Machine?
A version of War Machine where he's just black and silver modular Iron Man suit.
I don't know.
Like how we got in the old.
Like how we had back in the day in Toy Biz. Yeah, well, technically, you could pair up. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure about the comic accuracy of just the color swap for the War Machine armor, but I do know that the deluxe War Machine that we got, that style is the one that you would really match up with the modular Iron Man, or that you can match up as well. I'm not sure. I wasn't even sure back in the day with the Toy Biz version of those two. I wasn't. I can't remember the actual comic that comes from, if it comes directly from a comic or not. But yeah, it's
and he still has the hexagon or the pentagon sort of chest piece in the cartoon though. And some of them, because there's a season 1 and a season 2. The armor like change up, so this is definitely more similar to whatever this one's from.
But the whole idea behind this armor, being hence the modular Iron Man armor name is he was able to tack on other parts and bigger weapons, and that was like that sort of like 80s, early 90s shit with a whole bunch of big guns and weapons and whatever. But he built on this particular base to get the first sort of Hulkbuster
Yeah.
I found
Man
I found
armor.
2 panels. I sent them in chat.
Yo, can we get this team right here though?
Almost.
It's basically
Yeah.
Forceworks, but different.
It's the
Mhm.
team.
I think we're gonna get an updated Hawkeye soon. Yeah, there he is.
There he is.
Stacked up.
There he is. Hopefully this opens up
Chirac.
I do like how they
Iraq Iron Man.
Jesus. I like how, even though it's all bundled together, I like that the proton cannon is packaged separately in its own little thing. And maybe that could be a hint
Mhm.
towards specific accessory packs, because I could see them easily doing something where they give us the rest of this look with the other arm and stuff in a smaller box and whatnot, and just package bigger in a larger box after the fact too. So
Number one Splitting Hairs podcast.
I think that's I think that's a step in the right direction. And
but the key thing here is they do give you the animated series style head and then the comic style head.
Yes. So
regardless of like how similar the armor is, it's really the helmet that sets them apart.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, this may also indicate some other things to come, like some old Toy Biz favorites, like the Thor Buster armor and the Hulk Buster Iron Man. We haven't had a comic-based Hulk Buster Iron Man ever in the life of the Marvel Legends line.
Mhm.
Actually, no. I'm not. What am I saying? We did have the Hulk Buster. We had it once, a comic-based version.
All
right.
Oh, the last thing I'll say about the Iron Man is, when the rumor was going around that it was $60, I was livid. 45 is that perfect sweet spot where I'm like, all right, I could drop 45 on it. It's not so much to the point of where it's like worth getting mad about. That's just the price. It would have been better at 40, I'll tell you that, but 45 is just high enough to where I'm like, I'm not gonna post something angry online about it. I don't know, but who am I?
Yeah, when Todd and them originally said that it was $60, I was ready to throw this whole thing away.
Yeah, it's
Man,
crazy.
you cannot be fucking serious.
Yes, but
yeah,
I think 44 is, again, just high enough to where I'm like, I'll consider it. It's a great price to buy this if it ever goes on sale, but it's a Pulse exclusive, right?
I think it is, yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, I don't know that it's only exclusive to
Pulse.
I'm not 100% sure on that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure if this is only exclusive to Pulse. I hope not, because I
We
didn't
didn't talk about the effects.
pre-order this. Oh yeah, some really nice, cool new effects. Again, very reminiscent of the Marvel vs. Capcom video game here. The actual arc reactor on this figure, as opposed to the original version, it's indented a little bit, so you can fix the accessories.
Very nice.
In there.
I actually do see the difference in that chest emblem now. It's supposed to, I mean, it's, accurate there, but if we're going like Marvel vs. Capcom, it's more of like a, I don't know, hexagon than a triangle.
Mm-hmm.
People are saying it is a Pulse exclusive. They said it on the Facebook post. Okay. And then Matt Drake saying it's 45 halfway to a MOFX. A lot of people obviously are making the MOFX comparison. I think we're right back to where we need to be in the MOFX Hasbro situation. This is priced just low enough to where it's a great alternative to the MOFX. Mm-hmm. And if you prefer the MOFX and you want something of that quality, then spend the extra bread to get the MOFX. I really think that this is a great example of, this is just the way it's always been, like the nice, more budget-friendly version of this character that gets the job done well enough to where you'll just be okay with this. And I think that's fine.
Looks like a couple of new additions on Hasbro Pulse too. They have the single release or single box Mojo, and it looks like Ironheart is up there. That one that leaked last week.
That went up.
Yeah, MCU Collector has a review for it already. It like went up on Amazon, and he like found it. Somebody found it at a store too. Like,
yeah, people found it at Target.
They found it at Target earlier this week.
But yeah, that was
a bunch of Mojos in it.
That was the first thing that they showed off on the stream.
By the way, I love that the proton cannon, this giant cannon, just this tiny little beam.
Yeah, that's kind of rough.
It's not maximum power yet.
No.
Oh,
This is just level 1 super right here.
I swear this never happens to me, baby.
All right. What was next?
What was next?
There was the retro Ghost Rider.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
And that segued into the non-retro Ghost Rider.
And I must say that when they showed this stuff off in the studio, it looks very good. I know a lot of people complaining about the feet on Mephisto, but it's almost accurate to this particular look from the books. It's a more modern look for him, and it's not like he had on fucking New Balance or some shit. And
no, but if they gave him like the pointy feet from like Hobgoblin or something like that, you know,
I could definitely see a lot of people swapping this out for something else, though.
Or at the very least, like do them the same kind of crimson color as the wraps here, so it blends better.
Yeah, that's what I was
Actually,
thinking.
I don't know if I can see anybody swapping anything because we not getting this shit. But yeah,
it's not even a considerable like height difference. Like it is definitely taller, but not by much. I do like the sculpting on him though, like the actual that body.
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck!
It's your body. Oh my god!
Holy fucking fuck!
Your body.
Body of yours.
Holy fuck!
But yeah, everything that they showed off in relation to the HasLab looked very good in hand on camera. This Ghost Rider looks great. The Mephisto looks great. I just really wish that it wasn't locked up in this HasLab. Somebody left me a comment today, actually, kind of summing this shit up nicely as far as the dilemma that we in terms of Marvel Legends and why this particular HasLab is not doing so well. Let me read this comment so I don't fuck it up. He says, Christian J. Cruz 1 says, 95% of Marvel Legends collectors are kids who grew up during the 80s and early 90s. We were the specific kids who grew up on not only the comic books, but the Marvel comic cards. And collecting Marvel Legends is now just an extension of that nostalgia of trying to get every single card from the set. Not sorry to say that this Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider isn't iconic enough to be worth $350. I'll tell you though, is this was a Danny? Oh, if this was a Danny Ketch Ghost Rider at $350, then it would sell basically. This HasLab would have been backed in the first day, regardless of how much plastic was getting used. Hasbro overplayed themselves with Robbie Ghost Rider, and they don't understand their true customers. So yeah, I thought that was pretty spot on. That's been a lot of the comments that I've been seeing is that people don't really relate to the Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider. They don't, there's nothing there. It's a younger character in the books. He's a kid. He's like a teenager on top of that. So it's a new character, a new Ghost Rider, and yeah, that's part of the problem. But
I will say I agree. It is part of the problem, but it's not as big as a problem as the price.
Right.
There's one thing that I definitely take away from what he said that is most true statement of just the line itself right now. I don't think it might not even be the team, just putting it out there. We're not talking nothing about this team, they do a good job. They work hard, but I don't know where it starts and where it ends, but whoever is overseeing this line like this does not understand the customer right now.
Oh, for sure.
I think
there's
it's
a
really
disconnect.
evident from top to bottom, from what's in the stores, from what it's priced to this HasLab. It is very evident that right now they don't understand their customer.
Yeah. Yes and no. Yes and no. I mean, they know, but I don't know. It depends.
I've said that before, and we've agreed here on the podcast too that it is this weird towing of the line that they've been doing, where they're still, it is technically an adult collector line, but they're trying to have this mass market appeal that kind of shoots themselves in the foot because they're trying to keep it at this thing that you can just find at Target and be like, oh, your kid would be into or whatever, when really it is that 80s, 90s kid or whatever that grew up with the stuff that's now trying to get their kids into it through this.
Well, that kind of speaks to something that David has been talking about as far as like making some of these things that they trying to make as HasLab as just like made to order, like, Hasbro Pulse exclusives, like, because the HasLab stuff is basically just a glorified pre-order to begin with anyway. So if they just made this stuff to order and just, it was exclusive to Hasbro Pulse and use Hasbro Pulse like they should have been using it from jump, then that might, knock some of this stuff out. Whoever wanted to pay $350 or whatever the price is for the whole package, then they would, and it wouldn't be hinging on a whole bunch of other people deciding to go in on it with you or not. Like, you know what I mean? If you want it, then you have the money to spend on it, then you do that. But yeah, they're in a very weird gray area right now where this thing is dragging along. So, they talked about the HasLab here. They showed off Mephisto. He looks fucking great, I think. And they even gave us a tease at the end of this little segment as to what the next tier might be after Mephisto. They didn't talk anything about lowering the tiers or lowering anything. So I don't even know if we ever
Nah, they can't, dude.
Do that shit.
Yeah, they can't.
Are you kidding me? Fans would spell blood in the water. That would show weakness.
Right. I've heard that from a lot of people.
I will say
it would set a bad precedent for sure.
I will say, going back to what David was talking about, because I was in that conversation as well, and I'll say the same thing I said back there. Like, it's very apparent. First of all, I'll say it's very apparent that when it comes to, Marvel Legends and this whole landscape right now, it's very apparent that there's two very different sides of this company. Like, there's obviously the Marvel Legends team, which is comprised of people that care about this brand and are passionate about it. And then there's also like the executive side, the guys that deal with like the money and make all those choices for cost and whatnot. And it's very apparent that they are not on the same page at all. So the reason I bring that up is because, the situation that you just described, Boog, that David said, is ultimately the dream situation. It is essentially the P Bandai situation, where it's an open pre-order and people just put in, and then they have like a month to do it or whatever. And then at the end of it, they just cut it off and they produce those amounts of units. And then it is what it is. But I can guarantee you the reason it's not that way is because an executive at Hasbro is concerned about taking a loss on projects like that. And the reason that this has a funding goal of 9,000 backers is, I'm sure that they've calculated that is the amount of people that they want to buy it. Like 9,000 times 350, I think, was like 3 million or something like that.
Yeah, a little bit over 3 million.
Yeah. And that's ultimately the profit they want to make, where they feel like it is worth, the factory time and the tooling time and design and R&D and all that stuff. So like David said in that conversation, it's just that vicious circle. Like, we do want the situation of an open pre-order, but as a company, fiscally wise, it doesn't make sense to risk the loss of maybe only 4,000 people backing it. That instead of making 3 million, now you're making 1.5. And it just seems like it's just kind of like a waste of resources for them, for like the suit side of it. So it's just an awful vicious circle.
Yeah. And the other thing I want to say about this is that people that are, I'm echoing. I don't know whose thing is fucked up. Maybe it's my own thing. I don't know. But if you are remotely interested in this, well, it's not even on the people that's interested. It's just that these things their year is already planned out. The 2023 almost through 2024 is probably already planned out as far as what's going to be released. 2023 for sure. We know that for certain, right? So anybody that's thinking that they're going to like just, if this fails, that they're just going to stick these things in the line somewhere, like, you sadly mistaken. Like, it's probably not going to see these figures at all. It's probably a wrap. Like, we're not going to get a devil on the shelves. And
the best part is, it'll just be the consumer's fault, because y'all didn't want this bad enough.
True. And to piggyback on what you said, Boog, like that's a main reason why they have these HasLabs, because like you said, they probably have a 5-year plan, at least somewhat like outlined in some form or fashion. Like they probably have,
especially as it relates to lining up stuff with the movies and
Yes,
shows. So
exactly.
it's a very strict, like very, on point plan that they have in terms of dropping these figures when they drop, lining them up, even the comic based figures, lining them up with MCU appearances and this and that. Like it's been on point. If you go back and you look at all of the releases and when they came out, it was always around an appearance of some of those characters in the MCU and in the TV shows and whatever the case may be. So this right here, if it don't happen and it doesn't go into production 30 days in 30 days when this is done, then this is done. We probably not going to get these characters. And I'm pretty sure that the tease was for Goblin Queen, for Madeline Pryor. And I was talking with David about this too. She has a very scantily clad outfit with the side boob and damn near whole ass out and shit like that. Like, I think that's probably the only way that character like that would pop up in for Marvel Legends is behind the HasLab. You're definitely not going to see that at retail, and they still might scale it back a little bit in terms of how scantily clad she is in figure form. But so yeah, it looks like Mephisto at 12K. Madeline Pryor at, I guess, 15 is what they were shooting for, and then maybe at 18 they were going for what's my man's name?
Hellstrom.
Either Hellstrom or one that we had in Toyber's days, Mephisto's son. Blackheart. Yeah.
That's Bentley.
I wish.
Remember, Blackheart was also in Marvel vs. Capcom. They toe in the line with a lot of these different things. This shit is not by chance. It's pretty well planned out what they're doing. It's just that they're not planning the pricing properly. The pricing is not lining up with their vision and shit like that. Like their vision is pretty solid as far as releasing the stuff, trying to get us to complete teams and trying to line it up with the movies and TV shows and stuff like that. But on the corporate side of things, they just see money. They just see dollar signs and so it's screwing it up. It's a wild dichotomy, between the consumers, the fans, the collectors, and Hasbro corporate right now. So I don't know how this is going to play out, but it's not looking good for this Hasbro.
What's happening across literally every single market right now is that the numbers were so high during the pandemic. Now that those numbers were high from 2020 to 2021, they're looking at everybody else in the company and they're like, you need to keep this number there.
Yeah.
This number needs to always be this number. And in reality, it can't be that way. And they don't care that it can't be that way anymore. They're telling these people, anybody else lower than them, you need to figure it out. These numbers need to stay these numbers. So this is the return we want because this is what we perceive now as the new normal. This needs to stay the new normal because that's what we fucking want.
They arrive at the conclusion, before they actually get the way that they're going to get there. This has to be the end goal, and then whatever we got to do to get there is what we do. But that's exactly what's going on. The scientific method, you might call it.
I wish I could credit who it was. I don't remember who it was, but somebody interviewed White last year or the year before, and actually asked him how long production is, and everything is planned out 18 months in advance. At the very least,
I do remember
at the very least, I don't remember who it was, but it's 18 months. So there's no way they're going to throw this in at some point next year if this doesn't get funded. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, it's a wrap. So you'll be tracking down Marvel Select Mephisto or making a custom or some shit because
and that AliExpress throne for sure.
Yeah, because this is it's not looking good. I am still cautiously optimistic about it just hitting the base 9,000. I'm still backing it as of right now. I haven't reneged on my purchase or whatever. So we'll see. But I think that it might just barely get over 9,000 in the last like week of the campaign or something like that. Depending on what they do, depending on what they show, depending on how nice Madeline Pryor actually looks, if they give us a look at her, and depending on what the final tier is, what the final figure is. If they're banking on Hellstrom being the final figure, then they fucked up. It's got to be Blackheart, or I don't know what else they could do, or they got to like change something up right now and say, all right, yeah, we throwing in a throne or some shit. Something's got to give. The other thing I forgot to mention was this past week they did make a little compromise, or was that last week? Did we talk about that last week?
No, we didn't. Yeah, it was last week, but we didn't talk about it.
So yeah, they after all of the backlash and what have you, they did say that they were going to throw in the human Robbie head,
To Robbie head,
and like a little hood piece or whatever, so you
So
can have
Robbie
a down look for him, at least as far as the head sculpt is concerned.
Mhm.
What a lot of people I think missed though is that the figure that they were throwing in was different than the powered up figure. It was different legs, boots, the head. You get human hands or whatever the case may be. So it was almost like a new figure, but I guess we lost the opportunity for that. And instead of them just saying, you know what, we're going to throw in the figure, they just did the head and the hood piece, which is kind of whack in my opinion. I mean, it's better than
What?
nothing.
They're doing you a favor, bro.
Yeah.
I'm throwing you a solid over here.
And this shit did not move the needle
No.
pretty much at all. Nothing has really. It's been pretty steady at around 48 something. I think that's maybe where it is now.Maybe like 4,900 backers or some shit like that, which is still over the halfway mark.
Nah, it got back up to over
Oh,
5,000.
54. Yeah, it was up to 55, 51 at some point. So I guess it's kind of creeping back up around that area. But we've been over the midway point for quite a while.
Mhm.
I'd be surprised if it doesn't at least get to the 9,000. I think within the last week of this being up, it's going to be a lot of people that's just like, you know what, I don't want to miss out on this opportunity to have the car and Mephisto at least, and they might try to get it to that 12K, but it is what it is right now. I spent enough time on this.
People want Mephisto that badly, though.
I mean, like I said, it's what other opportunity are you going to get to have Marvel Legends, Mephisto for your Marvel universe? If you are one of these people that Homeboy talked about in the comment, like you want to collect as many characters as you can to build out your Marvel universe, and Mephisto is a big player. I mean, look at the whole situation he had with Spider-Man. Even though a lot of people hated that whole storyline, but it is what it is. It was definitely a part of Spider-Man's history. So he's crossed paths with a lot of different characters. So
Yeah, they should have made this. Okay, hear us out. Okay, it's gonna sound wild. They should have said it. Okay, it's 350 HasLab. Mephisto is what the campaign is. Okay, just Mephisto, and then the early bird is Madeline Pryor. And then they do the early bird, and then the first tier after that is Blackheart, like you're saying. And then they go through the rest of the month, and at the end they reveal the final tier is Robbie Reyes with the Engine of Vengeance. And then people would have locked their orders.
Could you imagine?
Because that's what we're basically saying is that pay $350 just to get this Mephisto because it's not ever coming out again in any other way. And by the way, you'll get this car while you're at it.
Yes, it's a nasty game, but I mean they like Rick just said, 18 months out and they planning or whatever, they trying to squeeze this in if the fans want it. If the fans don't want it, it's not gonna stop their momentum or stop them from what they already got planned out for the next 18 months, no matter what. So it is what it is. The price is the price, and I don't think they're gonna. I'm 99.9% sure they're not going to come down on the price. Maybe they'll make some compromises as far as the tier unlocks, like maybe lowering it by 1,000 or some shit like that. Maybe, but again, I think that might set a weird precedent. So
yeah, I think if they move at all on like these like set in stone numbers, like the target and the price, then that just, like you said, sets a precedent and sets an example that the next time they do a HasLab, all we have to do is just pretend like we hate this shit for 29 days, and then they'll just move it anyway. And
And I mean,
Well,
at
it
the end
worked
of
for
the
the
day,
Star Wars lightsaber, right?
did it? What did they do?
you know-
They just didn't make it, right? That's what people wanted.
They, I think they threw in like a stand or something.
Oh,
Just
get out.
something that should have been there from the beginning.
something
I
that
will
should have been
say-
free.
I will say real quick that I kind of have a working theory that like I kind of feel like this Robbie Reyes head was
Robbie Reyes.
this was supposed to be like this from the jump. Like I feel like this was included with the base Ghost Rider right here, and then during like this was probably like at some stage included just like this. Like this was probably the first tier at some point. And then they have like the negotiations with the rest of the team, and then they maybe the Marvel team brings up like, we have this Robbie Reyes head, but we really want to put it on a body, right? Like that's what we really want. And then they compromise like, well, we'll give you the budget for a body, but it has to be an early bird, just like the his tank had an early bird or some shit. Like I just feel like the compromise they made just now, I feel like this had to have been planned like from the jump at some point, because it really doesn't make sense for them to miss the early bird and then they're like, oh, okay, well, I guess we'll just give you the head or something like that. Like from a marketing standpoint, this is good marketing because it seems like they're giving you more at this point. But I kind of feel like from the jump, it was like, this is what we want. We want a body for this Robbie Reyes too. And then they came to a compromise where they're like, well, we'll give you the body as a early bird, but if you guys don't hit the early bird, then you can use some marketing magic and say that you're doing them a favor by just including the head anyway. And then that's just a win-win for us. We just make the money slower at this point.
The theory I had last week was really similar. My theory on it was that it was always those two figures. And when they were about to put it up, they're like, "What the fuck are you doing? You're giving them two figures?"
True, yeah.
They're like, "Yeah, like no, we're
Whoa,
not
whoa,
giving
whoa.
them two
There's plenty of
figures
meat on that
unless they hit that 9, And that was my theory.
Yes.
That it was always the two. And someone higher up said, "No, man, they got to hit 9,000 in the week if you want me to give them that figure." And this is them meeting halfway, I guess. I wish this campaign the best of luck, man, but it has been messy.
Well, it's mostly because people made the very, very correct and fair point that if you don't even get a Robbie head with this Ghost Rider because there's no early bird, then what is the point of displaying this car in non-Hellfire mode?
Exactly. It's purposeless.
Then it just becomes Dominic Toretto's car.
I guess you could take this head and put it on one of the like casual clothing bodies or something like that, just to have them up in the car or whatever. But it really would have been a lot better to get the original extra figure that they were planning out. But they tried to mirror what the His Tank did, and they tried to. Basically, they were a little overzealous. They were thinking that they were going to crush the His Tank numbers and fund this shit overnight, and like it just. I don't know. Robbie Reyes, that character just didn't have the star power that they were anticipating. I guess. I wish they would have really went all out and just being that this was the 50th anniversary of Ghost Rider, just done a Ghost Rider over the years type of HasLab thing. Like they could have a car, a bike, and a horse, and really just went all out.
That's what's weird to me too, and I was going to mention that earlier, even with the branding of this as the 50th anniversary of Ghost Rider. Just feels weird to throw in like to base it around the modern Ghost Rider character, and I get it because of the size of the vehicle, it makes sense for a HasLab, but that branding was definitely confusing.
But yeah, that was they were in and out. We talked about this for quite a while, but they were in and out as far as the HasLab. I feel like they didn't even want to like. It's so delicate right now. Like you know what I mean. It's brittle, so they don't want to break this shit by saying or doing the wrong thing. That will really send fans into a frenzy. I think the approach here was good. Let the rhetoric and all of the animus online die down. You know, just have a good stream and have the naysayers and angry people talking about how good the stream was and talking about the shit for 2023, and let this shit just kind of cool off for a little while. You got 30 whole days to figure out another strategy for this. So,
and I don't even think that the price to character comparison is entirely off either, because I think while it is expensive, yes, I think if the character had a history that people can really get behind, that it had the oomph that something like a Galactus or a Sentinel has, I think people would have been okay with the price if they cared more about the character.
Mm-hmm.
But because it's such a modern character, that it just doesn't have that level of fan base.
Listen, man,
expensive.
If they would have did,
I don't think those are entirely separated from each. I don't think it's one or the other. I think you can say that you like the character, yes, but I mean the price, yeah, of course, is obviously very expensive. But again, something that people would be willing to live with if the character had more clout, I guess.
It should have included both figures from the jump, and the first tier should have been his brother. That would have wrapped up
in the chair.
Yeah, in the chair. That would have wrapped up the whole, just that portion of the car and Robbie, and then they could have moved on to, the Mephisto and all of those other characters and whatever the case may be. But if they would have just did that and had that, that been a done deal from the gate, then I think this shit would have been on its way to funded.
Do what they did with the Sentinel too, and maybe with Galactus to some extent, where here's the HasLab, the wave that we're putting out in the year that the HasLab is coming out, after it funds and after it's shipped or whatever to you, or even before it funds, they let you know that next year, let's say during this Hasbro PulseCon, we're doing a Ghost Rider 50th anniversary wave, and it's all on the retro packaging that they did that one-off for, but it's Mephisto, it's Goblin Queen, it's Blackheart, it's all the characters that could have been, the tiers for this. And then the tiers for this, they instead make it more Ghost Riders. Ghost Rider throughout the years. Then you eat your cake and you have it too, in that order.
He did it the other way around. When they announced this, they said, yeah, we're going to have Danny catching the bike later. And they included Madeline Pryor and Mephisto and everybody in the HasLab instead. It was like the exact opposite of what you just...
I'm kind of annoyed, man, because I do want these other villains. I really do want these other villains, but it is kind of silly to have them tied to this campaign. I understand it though. I understand why, because again, I don't know that these things would be good retail releases anyway. Even the car, and you have people saying, "But McFarlane is putting out a car and this and that." All of that shit always goes on clearance. It's not gonna sell like that. They're gonna take a loss at retail. That's why they doing this. It's really to protect them. If you recognize the game, you recognize the game. It is what it is. I don't like it, but that's the game, and that's the game that they playing. And it's nothing that we can do to except complain. Basically.
True. And to clear that up, Hasbro themselves won't take a loss, but the retailers will. Hasbro already makes the money,
issue, yeah.
But the underlying issue of that is the relationship between those retailers and Hasbro does take a heavy hit as well. It's not so much about Hasbro making their money because they've already sold them the product. It's that the next time around they want to sell them more product. These retailers are like, well, your last one just sat on our shelves for forever. We're not going to offer you the same amount of the floor plan as we did last year, right. And thus it will just sell less product.
The old reliable case, and it's just a picture of the entire Eternals wave on clearance.
Yes, exactly. That is old reliable for sure.
It's easy to tell this. It's easy to tell the store hey, man, the movie didn't do well, and the store goes yeah, you're right, the movie sucked. So I guess that explains that. How do you explain the other things that are going on discount and it's a rough situation they're in, I'm sure.
Yep.
I mean, I wouldn't be me if I didn't bring it up, but that's why Mezco stopped doing a lot of third party fulfillments for retailers, because they were sick of
And-
the retailers clearancing out stuff to get rid of stuff in their warehouse that wasn't selling.
Yeah, for below 80
Yeah,
at that.
that's actually a big reason. Like, it's funny to connect this all together. That's actually a big reason why Nike is going direct to consumer, because all these people keep clearancing out their items and it's devaluing their product.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not interested in having their product devalued when they could just cut the middleman and go direct to consumer.
Yeah.
Real quick before we move on from this, I'm sure we've said everything that we possibly could. Catch up on some super chats real
Well
quick.
and truly dead.
Plenty of meat. There's plenty of meat left on that bone.
BXTR Works hit us with 10 at the beginning of the show, saying he just pre-ordered 2 Serpentors on Pulse. Hasbro is so whack for what they're doing.
Shit, I forgot about that. God damn it.
Serpentor.
Serpentor, my
Sold
bad.
out, baby.
Number 1 G.I. Joe podcast. Go ahead, Boog.
Sold out already?
Pretty sure it's
Sold out already?
Let's see.
What did they do?
Sold out.
Oh no! Damn.
Why is it whack?
Am I-
You want me to email you when it's available?
Hold on a second. Can we take a moment to stop here? Look at this price.
This
Yeah,
is
it's
wild.
$80. So we'll get to that. We'll get to that. It's day 2. Let's finish up with this Marvel shit.
So,
All right,
next
that
up,
was yeah, go ahead.
yeah,
Sorry.
next up, Jermichael Johnson hit us with 2, saying, "What's going on, A.C.B.A. fam? Ready for OcTOYber? Hell yeah, man!"
Pancho, you did it to him
OcTOYber's ready
again?
for you.
Pancho,
Oh,
you
that's
did it
right.
to him again?
That's right. Hold on. 1 second. I want to go ahead and I want to use this platform to go ahead and say something that has been needed to be said since the podcast has started, and since our friend has been sending us generous super chats. It's not Michael, it's J Michael. He cleared this up in Kevin's stream the other day. He said it's actually J Michael, but people just say J Michael so much that like it is what it is. So
I feel terrible.
So from henceforth, it's in the brain. J. Michael Johnson. Thank you so much,
Michael
my friend.
Johnson.
No
Okay.
doubt.
This
No
is
doubt.
almost
When I
as
was-
bad as messing up your pronouns. Like, we can't allow that.
It's true.
When I was a
It's even
kid,
worse.
when I was a kid, my dad was like a stickler for people mispronouncing your name. He was like, don't let anybody mispronounce your name. You correct them and tell them the proper name, and you don't mispronounce anybody else's name. So we got it. J. Michael. I will never say J. Michael again.
While we're on the page, my name is Poncho, not Pancho. You've been saying it for the last 7 years.
Y'all taking a moment to clear things up, because I think mine's pretty obvious. It's just Bobby.
To be
I've heard Fabio.
Yeah.
Before. I don't know.
to be fair, that is my superpower, but I mispronounce shit.
That is true. Very true. Very true. And then last but not least, Snowcat, Discord mod extraordinaire, said, "I can't relate to Robbie Reyes, but damn, I can relate to a giant robot and a planet eater. Thank you so much." Hell
Same,
yeah.
dude. They represent me.
Screaming from the rooftops. Let's
That's
go.
why representation matters, because otherwise things like Galactus wouldn't get made.
That's right.
That's right. I relate to him. All right. So what's next for Marvel Legends? Whatever we talk about next, let's talk about it for an hour.
Real quick. Galactus is about to start shipping as well too. So there was some updates or some emails that went out last week and the week before last, as far as like updating your mailing address. So if you haven't received that email, or if you have, make sure you got your mailing address together, because Galactus is about to start shipping. All right. So yeah, next up they showed a new
Bucky Cap.
They showed something that they teased previously
Yes.
in this character named Orb. And I like the deco, I like the head sculpt, whatever. But as soon as I saw that this was on a Bucky Cap mold, I got really upset.
Yeah.
So,
You know what we need to do on the
I
podcast?
don't know why this is a figure coming out in 2023 on this buck, but yeah.
We gotta have the clip of Dwight saying "no more Bucky Caps" queued up every time they reveal a Bucky cap because they said
That's
it in that
cool.
interview like a year ago or something.
Sure did. Said they was going to start
Yeah.
phasing it out. Here we are with a release coming out next year that's going to have the Bucky cap on a character that we never got before. Totally new head sculpt, very unique head sculpt. But then they still got this old fucking Buck. It's wow. So I don't know. I don't know what this is going to be a part of. I don't even know if they said. I got so set when I saw this mold that I kind of tuned out during this whole part. I don't even know what they said.
He doesn't even have a trigger finger, brother. What's up?
Crazy.
That was on the other hand.
No,
Oh, he
that's his
doesn't.
thumb.
Damn. That's the thumb. Damn. Yeah, fuck this figure, man.
You know what it was? You guys remember when we first got that Bucky cap figure? The trigger finger wasn't really like separated, and a lot of people, myself
Oh,
included,
yeah.
just took to it with a little X-Acto knife just to separate it from the other fingers on the hand, so that way you could get his finger in the trigger groove of weapons and shit like that. So yeah,
We can't even get them to fix a damn hand. Come on, man. What are we doing here? Like, see, this is what I talk about when I say, like, yeah, they're not worth it to me anymore, because this is what they think is worth $25.99. This and Darwin, like, there's no
Rick,
way.
you're just not a big enough comic fan to make that price worth it for you because you don't know this character.
You got me.
That might actually be the Bucky cap belt and shit too.
Yes, it is.
I'm not 100% sure.
I am.
Which is wow, because like this is the figure from 10 years ago, or however many years.
Literally
ago.
the only new things on, because I guess the gauntlets came a little bit later because Bucky Cap had like the rolled up gauntlets or whatever. But the boots, those are the straight up Bucky Cap boots.
Mhm.
This is Bucky Cap almost exactly, but with a collar and an eyeball.
It's
Plenty of meat on
basically
that
closer
bone.
to what you modded it for what's that character? Dread Knight, I think it was. Some shit.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yep. Okay,
All right, what
this
about
is
this
not.
guy?
That's not the Bucky
All
cap
right,
belt,
so
by the way.
this was great. This looks like it's It looks like it's a mashup of the Red Skull Dormammu buck that they had introduced for those two characters, I believe. So if that's true, then he has pinless elbows and knees, and this is not a fake out on the render. But this is Molecule Man, a classic Marvel Comics villain who was a big part of the original Secret Wars as well as the more modern Secret Wars, and showed up in Dark Avengers. And he's been featured in some big events for Marvel. And this looks very good. Looks very true to his comic book look. And this is one that was on my little Marvel Legends bingo board of a character that I've been waiting for them to make for quite a while. So yeah, Molecule Man is going to be coming. I'm assuming that this and maybe the Orb Dude are part of some like Avengers wave or some shit. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, he looks great.
So molecular. Wow.
Yeah, he is.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, what about her?
Then they, I don't know what the deal is with this, but I mean, I do. They changed out Miss Moonstone's arms, and this is a new updated head sculpt, I guess, or I don't even think it's new. It looks like the hair is the same exact sculpt because I literally
same
just
head.
used the head.
It's. I was gonna say, yeah,
Two
it's the
arms.
same head.
That's it.
So same head.
They said that they updated the paint though, like used the photoreal technology for the head sculpt, so it's a better looking. And it's double jointed pinless elbows, but the rest of the lower body is the same. Now it is that sort of like kind of more thicker female buck or whatever that a lot of people want them to or have wanted them to use. But yeah, I don't know about this. I don't know what the deal is or when this is going to be. Well, I guess it's just going to be a single release because they showed the box or whatever. So I don't know that it's part of any wave or anything like that. But if you missed out on that original Moonstone figure, which is very hard to get and expensive still, even though it's not the greatest figure, then here you go. You'll get another opportunity. She has an extra set of the same hand sculpt that we've been getting for 20 years.
Oof.
And Two Fist as well.
Atrophy
So
hands.
I'm
She has
hoping
a
at some point,
Thunderbolts tramp stamp.
yes, I'm hoping at some point they will give us Moonstone and her Miss Marvel outfit that she wore with the Dark Avengers. But yeah, same head sculpt, just updated, new arms, and some new interchangeable hands that are not new at all. Yeah, that was Orb, Molecule Man, and Moonstone, and then they showed off Gamora from the What If. This is I forget what her actual name was in the series. What they call her? Titan Gamora or some shit.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Thanos
Gamora.
armor Gamora. I don't know. It's actually from not even an episode
so-
that aired, right? It was from a cut episode. I mean, the episode that she was in was cut, but then they put her in the finale episode.
All right.
Wild.
Yeah.
It's the ultimate
Well,
form of
part of the
doing
Guardians of
concept
the
art
Multiverse.
figures.
So I'm guessing that means that we're going to be getting a third wave of What If figures. Is that what we can safely assume here?
It might not be just What If. It could be just an overall Disney Plus wave, and she'd be part of
Pretty,
it.
I'm pretty sure Todd announced that it was a whole wave.
Oh, did he? Okay.
A
All
whole
right.
What If wave? Okay.
All
Guys don't
right.
watch his
So,
videos.
yeah,
Well, I don't like spoilers. I like spending my money on something that I had no prior knowledge would just get re-released a year from now.
Oddly enough,
Mhm.
that you say that, Todd does not like spoilers. He's not a trailer man.
Oh, interesting.
that is very funny and true. Yeah,
It's
that's
okay to
why.
Come on,
spoil
Todd.
next year for solicitations. Okay.
So yeah, they showed off Gamora here, and what was next? Then they had this fella and his son come on to.
Well, this fella, this is
reveal-
it's a
Football
highly
man.
paid and decorated athlete, my friend.
He's a football man.
I was watching the stream with the rest of the A.C.B.A. Discord, and when this guy popped up, everybody was like, "Who?"
Yep, sounds about right. Bunch of nerds.
And then I can't remember right now, but shout out to this guy. Some guy screamed, "Fuck the Pats!" as soon as this guy came up. Oh man.
Is that all it takes to get on one of these streams as a special guest? All right, good to know.
So yeah, they I've been talking to them about these costumes for quite a while. In the past 4 or 5 interviews with the Hasbro team, I've been asking them if they would do the Jim Lee costumes, and they've kind of alluded to it. They've been receptive to it. So this is the beginning stages of that. We got a new Wolverine. That's not really new. I think he said the lower legs were new because they have the thigh bands keyed in now, so they're not going to keep falling down and shit like that. So I think the lower legs are new.
Wait a minute. I'm noticing, why does the yellow extend past the bands on his forearms here?
What do you mean? Huh?
See, on the art, the yellow stops at the bands. On the figure, he's got the bands, and then the yellow continues up his forearm.
Yeah, I don't know. They always seem to mess up some type of detail.
There's another inconsistency later on too. We'll talk about that. Unfortunately.
You know what? Listen, you know what's about to happen because this Wolverine is part of a retro wave, right? But we know, according to them, that we're going to get other X-Men characters in this costume or whatever the case may be. So there'll probably be another redeco of Wolverine before we even see all of the other characters with this same costume, basically. So it'll probably be like a lighter yellow and a darker blue or some crazy shit like that. So who knows? But yeah, this looks good, and I'm excited for the possibility of this sort of Jim Lee style costumed X-Men team. A lot of people have been asking for this for years in figure form. I think the neutral head sculpt here might be new. I don't remember what he said, and this looks like
it was done by Paul Harding.
Friend of the show.
Which one? Which one?
Well, I don't think they said it was done by Paul Harding, did they?
No. Of
Oh
course
no,
not.
maybe. Oh no, I don't believe they did.
You could check Paul's Instagram, because normally when this stuff drops, Paul will say, "All right, I worked on this one." He's been waiting to basically be able to say something about it.
Yeah,
So
he definitely did these for sure.
100%.
all right, so that makes sense. It kind of lines up with his Marvel in the '70s designs, the looks of that stuff. So yeah, this looks great.
I would honestly say it is their best Wolverine head sculpt. That looks really good.
For
Yeah,
sure.
looks good.
I also sent a picture that we were wrong. That the gloves, they're accurate.
Oh,
okay.
Like that.
Okay, there you go. All right, just making sure. Okay, I gotta keep that gate firmly up.
We gotta hold these people. We gotta hold these people accountable. Bro.
They are on thin ice, brother.
You know what? You know what I think they're gonna do too? I think we're gonna get a completely soft goods coat for Gambit when they do Gambit.
Bold
We
statement.
don't. We don't. Fabio's gonna give him an earful. I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm. I'm the one that they need to be, trying to market to directly. Me, personally.
But
If they're not making
they
this
showed
me, then nobody should care.
So they showed Wolverine and
real quick before we move on.
Football fella was able to take Wolverine home, I believe.
Yeah, they shipped it to
Yeah,
him.
they shipped it there. We got to get this guy from the Pats on more if he's dropping like hints like this, Jesus Christ.
I thought they had showed the render for Storm after that.
They will. Not right after, but after the whole wave.
Oh, okay. All right. So then they started going into other characters from this same wave. We got an updated long shot, which is slightly different than a long shot that's going to be in the box set with Mojo. This one has the star eye and a yellow star on his chest instead of white. And I think the additional accessories, I don't know if the other long shot had that, but I know for certain it was the eye and the color of the star on his chest that are different. This is a highly anticipated character that should be paired up with your Joe and Dazzler and Spiral, who we're going to see here in a second.
This is straight up synchronicity era Sting of the police.
100%.
This is Sting.
He looks like he's sending out an SOS.
Brother, this is the king of pain right here. Anyway.
Rest in peace to those guys that bought that 3-pack last year, huh? Jesus Christ.
I mean, yes and no. I mean, yes and no. I still think it's a pretty good 3-pack.
How much was the 3-pack?
Very worth it.
It was like 140 or 120?
I think it was 120, maybe. I don't know.
Well, like the Mojo was 41 at Target. This guy's going to be 25 or 30. So it's $70 for a Wolverine statue. I don't know, dog. That's kind of. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know what the what the price on the set was. Somebody in the chat tell us what the price on the correct price of the set.
But honestly,
but yeah, they should.
Comparisons I've seen, the single pack Mojo looked terrible. The deco on the 3-pack.
I was going to mention that. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I wouldn't buy that shit. It's kind of like a slap in the face. There's no paint on that shit. It looks awful.
Well, the core issue is they definitely were planning on releasing this single cardedly, and they purposefully gimped the single cards to make the 3-pack look way better, which is fucked up. But
well, those are premium, you know. Those,
oh, that's
they're
true.
premium
Yeah, I
priced
guess
on
so.
premium member Pulse exclusive stuff, and so there you go. That's what you adult collectors wanted, right?
So they also showed off multiple man.
Sorry, this aggressive corporate character is just not working. Maybe
Nico Hodge says the extra paint on the Mojo is definitely worth $70. Hey, you know what? I want you to turn all your Hasbro stock in right now, Nico. It's unfair.
Yeah. I mean, it has paint. It just looks terrible, to be fair.
Sure, it does look bad, unfortunately.
And then where it doesn't have paint is like the cables and all that stuff too, which like, okay, fine. You know, for a retail release, sure. But the actual skin tone on him is like sickening and not in a way that enhances the character.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't
done.
know the science behind that. It seems very greedy. I don't know why is that necessary? Like, you know,
that's why they didn't even announce it. It's just out.
Shit, Boog, you're starting to believe, brother. I feel like Morpheus right now.
The Mojo at retail.
You said what? I'm sorry.
I said you're starting to believe, brother. I feel like Morpheus right now. It is greedy.
Very funny.
Quick correction. Mojo is MSRP is 55. Target had it mispriced at 41.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Right, yeah. You know what? I did see on Hasbro Post that it was 55 a little while ago. I forgot to mention that. Yes, 55. Which still, you know, it's a big figure, but I mean, like, damn, bro. Like, damn.
Yeah.
It's one thing if, like, the 3-pack comes out and then a year later we get them single-carded. I got you. We're getting the single-carded Mojo before the 3-pack when people have already locked it.
Yeah, that's why. That's why.
That's whack is what it is.
I wouldn't. I'm not getting rid of my 3-pack version. It looks.
No, 3-pack is undoubtedly the better version for sure. But the idea is supposed to be that if you missed out on the 3-pack that everybody's been enjoying for the last 6 or so months, here's another opportunity. Not like, you know, what it is now. Anyway,
right.
Yeah, it should have been spaced out.
Anyway, they showed multiple man here in a costume that I don't think people really wanted. I mean, it's cool. It's a classic look or whatever, but I think people wanted the what's the other look? One of his other looks. I'm trying to remember.
I've only even known him with the trench coat, so.
1 second. There was another look. I think from the X Factor days.
Well, he only comes with 2 heads. So 2 heads.
2 heads.
So 2 heads.
Oh no, yeah, the old school X Factor look was jacketed as well, but it was like a mostly blue costume with a green jacket though. It was like kind of a reverse thing of the actual one that we did get already. If you could look it up. I don't know.
The one is like it's like a mix of this and the other one that people want. The trench coat with the black shirt with the gold dots that people want. I believe.
Oh,
yeah, I know. That's a modern look though. That's a modern look, but yeah, this is a more
cool
sort of old. I don't know. I see some pictures of him with the green joint with the trench coat on too.
And that other one was on this same card too, wasn't it?
Which one? The original one that we got?
Yeah.
Was it? Was it? I feel like it was part of a Build-A-Figure wave.
Multiple man?
Was it on this card?
Yeah.
No, it was from a wave. It was from Juggernaut, I think, or who was it?
My bad. All right. Oh, I think I'm thinking of the Gambit because they did a Gambit.
It was Apocalypse.
Yeah.
It was Apocalypse.
Yeah, you're right. My bad. I was thinking of the jacketed character on this card, and that was the Gambit.
But yeah, interesting choice here. Another multiple man when we still haven't gotten Wolfsbane to kind of round out our X Factor team. We still waiting to complete that sort of late 80s, early 90s X Factor. But, you know, I'll take it. It's articulated, and if my suspicions are correct, and we are going to get a trench coat or a gambit with a soft goods coat, then you could definitely buy an extra gambit and throw a coat on your multiple man here too. Because
They're
again, I
counting
have
on
seen some images with this particular version with the trench coat on as well. So multiple man, 2 heads, 2 sets of hands. What was next? Yes, Dark Phoenix. So we haven't had Dark Phoenix since the Cyclops and Dark Phoenix 2-pack. I think that was a Toys R Us exclusive, if I'm not mistaken. That Dark Phoenix goes for mad money. That 2-pack still goes for mad money. They kind of skimped out right here, though, because the 2-pack version of Dark Phoenix had an additional head sculpt, too. They didn't give you 2 head sculpts here, which is kind of whack.
Well, that's the whole idea of these retro cards, is that it's a great chance to get a re-release out there for, with slightly less stuff maybe than it was originally, but at a reduced consumer-friendly price.
Is that right?
And how much was this?
How
These
much
are
is what?
$25. Oh,
Yeah, well,
Never
the
mind.
Toys R Us one had 3 head sculpts.
Oh yeah, 3 head sculpts. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. That's right. Yep. They had the sort of fiery, where her hair kind of looked like it was on fire, and then they had one that was like just her hair was like kind of like wavy and windswept or whatever, but she wasn't like powered up. And then they had a totally neutral head sculpt.
Yeah,
Totally relaxed head sculpt as well. So
I
if
I,
you
I
you were able to get that 2-pack, then you got some extra heads here for your new Dark Phoenix. You typing dumb hard, bro.
yeah, Poncho's going nutty over there, cracking
Poncho
the code.
hack it into the mainframe.
Yeah, I got the actual stream muted though, so they can't hear it. Thankfully.
Okay. Yeah, honestly, my biggest issue with this figure is just the color. Like, if you look at this one's color and you look at the 2-pack, like, this looks like a McDonald's toy.
They
Yeah,
did give her
I
double
like
pinless elbows though, and the bicep swivel. So new arms and legs actually are pinless too.
Okay, all right. So that's
Okay.
good.
I'll
But
take-
yeah, I kind
I'll
of
take that instead of more accessories.
wish this red was different. This sold out fast. This was like the first thing to sell out, by the way.
Same on
Which-
Amazon. It sold out first on Amazon as well.
Which it tells you that this is something that a lot of people have been waiting to get again. And it's updated. It's updated, like you said. It's got the new pinless elbows and knees and what have you. It looks good, but I think that I would prefer using the heads from the original one on this newer one at least.
Yeah.
Which means that maybe we'll be getting an updated Cyclops with that with his old '80s costume at some point. We got to do all of those Cyclops figures over and get them off of the Bucky Cat mold. I'll talk about that a bit more shortly here. I think there was one final figure from this retro carded wave, right? Oh, two more actually. The villains.
Yep, there she is. Oh, here we go. Avalanche.
All right. So finally, we got a classic Avalanche in the Marvel Legends line. We have never had Avalanche in the life of the Marvel Legends line. The Avalanche that we did have back in the day was from one of the sister Toy Biz lines, the X-Men Classics line. And that was a modern take on Avalanche. It wasn't even this classic look for him. So finally, a classic Avalanche. We're getting very close to rounding out a classic Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. They sort of kind of hinted towards Blob throughout the stream a couple times. I do think that we're going to be getting either a deluxe box set Blob or he'll be a Build-A-Figure as part of some X-Men wave in 2023. But this Avalanche looks very, very good. And then finally, the final villain from this wave, and one that we've been waiting to get redone for quite a while, is Spiral. Fabio, you with me? It's not.
Fabio.
I guess he
This
figured
Avalanche
I was
looks This Avalanche looks good. Besides the fact that it doesn't rumble and shake like that Toy Biz one. That shit was wild.
Yeah, you know what? The Toy Biz one had a little base that it was like a wind-up base that you could put him on, and it moved, sort of simulate him utilizing his power and shit, which was interesting. If I
That was
still
wild.
have that base, yeah, it was wild.
Hasbro could never.
This
I
is
don't
kind of
know
a
if
running
Fabio went.
thing now. Oh, sorry. This is kind of a running thing now with these retro packagings that I've noticed. They used to, on the package here, they have the call out, right? And they would highlight like the accessory that they come with. But since they don't really come with accessories like that, like something that shows the power set, they just tell you seismic force,
Right? Yeah. Too
or
bad.
multiplying mutant on multiple man. I guess long shot. No, he doesn't have a knife.
He
bag.
has a bag.
Just lucky dagger, which is embedded
Whoa,
into his
whoa.
hand.
All right, you're going
Gene?
backwards. You're going backwards, bro. Come on, we got to get out of this.
One of the call-outs. Well, I guess she comes with a flame, so that stands. Last one, I think, also sold out now.
Yes, Spiral.
Sorceress Swords.
Wait, were all of these Pulse exclusive? This whole wave was Pulse exclusive? Nobody knows.
I don't know.
No, I don't believe so.
No,
I
because
don't
people
believe
are
so.
saying that Gene is still
no.
on pre-order at Target, so
I'm
it's probably
tripping.
fan channel exclusives.
I'm tripping. No, it's on Amazon. It's on Target. So
They're
Yeah,
all still up on Target.
they got him.
It can't be fan channel if it's at Target. I thought.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're available
they on
everywhere.
BB. They on BBTS. You could pre-order them. I didn't even realize. So.
What about Spiral though? You like Spiral?
Yeah, Spiral looks great. Finally, an update on Spiral. We haven't had her since Hasbro first took over Marvel Legends, and everything that you would pretty much want: fully articulated, double pin, bicep swivel arms, thick thighs. Yeah, she looks good. Is there more than one head sculpt though? No, right? Oh, that's where they fucked
No,
up.
sir. Damn, they give you
Lot of
all
weapons,
the
though.
pinless elbow arms, and you still think it's not enough. This is easily the
we
best
need a-
value of all of these figures right here for $25. She clearly comes with the most stuff.
Yeah, I mean she's got a lot of weapons. That's for sure. That's a good thing.
Yeah,
But
Spiral did take all the accessories. I'm not a troller.
yeah, I think she looks very good, and you definitely don't want to have Mojo and not have Spiral. So this was very solid retro wave here. I definitely will be comping all of the figures from this particular wave. It seems like less and less Build-A-Figure waves, though. I don't know what's going on with that. And then finally, they teased Storm there with the Jim Lee costume, basically. So I'm assuming that we'll have that whole crew that you saw on that iconic cover. They teased Banshee and gave Dwight his props for finally tackling this figure, because the old Banshee that they put out in that Annihilus Build-A-Figure wave was literally one of the worst Marvel Legends in life ever. It's so bad. So yeah, this was his
Not worse than
redemption
Toy
Rogue. Maybe might be worse than Toy Biz Rogue. At least Toy Biz Rogue had mad articulation.
Okay.
Real quick, go back to Spiral. I thought it was pretty funny that they went out of their way to say that she has 3 fingers on the sculpt, but the box art still shows her with 4 fingers.
Oof. Oof.
Damn.
That was pretty wild. I was like, why?
No.
This is who you choose to shout out. This is who you choose to shout out.
Advertising strikes again with these companies.
Is
Can
this
you
your
imagine?
king?
You're walking down the aisle at Target, you see this 6-armed character with these 5 fingers on each hand.
No,
and then you
thumb's
open
not a
the figure,
finger.
and you really start doing some inspecting and realize they shorted you on a finger per hand. That's 6 fingers they shorted you on.
Well, it's accurate. According
It's
to
a conspiracy theory, is what it is.
I just thought it was so funny that they really went out of their way to to mention that she has the correct amount of fingers on the sculpt, but then the box art just doesn't. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Just like a disconnect there between the
Absolutely.
the artist and the marketing and all that. That's fine. Whatever.
A lot of fragmentation, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay, so they got the Banshee. Okay, this was actually epic, and honestly, Dwight looks a little too good in this helmet.
Oh my god.
He kept doing like the gestural hands and stuff. He was having fun.
But did he do this?
He gave us the old.
Word.
This is emoji on our server now, by the way. Just his head. Yeah. Shout out to Snowcat. She made it like quickly.
I was trying to figure out if this was still the old figure with just some updated parts. It's a new head sculpt for sure. The head sculpt is new. The arms might be new, maybe, but this might be just an old figure with an updated head sculpt. I don't remember if the spikes on his thigh armor came out like that on the old figure. I gotta look up the old figure now. I meant to take it out.
I think if anything, the torso is reused, but the arms are pinless and the legs are pinless. Maybe the kneecaps are reused and maybe the feet, but for the most part, I think it's almost pretty new.
Yeah, I'm looking up the old figure now. Now the old Strife was part of the Jubilee Build-A-Figure wave, which only had like 4 figures or some shit like that, maybe.
Yeah,
and this is like one of the most expensive.
Exclusive.
Yeah, it was an Toys R Us exclusive Build-A-Figure wave that you only needed 4 figures to complete the Jubilee figure, and this is like one of the most expensive secondary market waves ever. I'm looking at the original figure. Definitely a new head sculpt. This updated head sculpt is definitely more akin to his kind of look in the modern X-Force comic books, maybe. It looks like the cape may be a slightly different sculpt as well, maybe.
No, they're saying cape is the same.
Is it?
I think the boots are the same, but the actual, because these are like swivels down here, so I think the actual legs themselves that are now pinless are new, but the kneecap and the actual boot is reused. Doesn't matter either way. It looks good.
I'm trying to see what was going on. Yeah, they changed the heads. They changed the head for sure. Maybe the arm. They changed the color of the cape slightly. It looks like as well. So another shot for those that missed out on Strife. Again, that's a very expensive figure on a secondary market, as are all of the figures in that wave.
But will he even matter if we don't get Madeline Pryor from the HasLab?
I mean, you could pair up Madeline Pryor with your Mr. Sinister is really what you need. I don't know about Strife. Yeah. So that was that. What was next?
This, I think, was the best thing that they showed.
Well,
Why?
for a couple of reasons, this is good. I don't like any of these cel-shaded figures. I think they all look stupid as far as what's supposed to be cell shading. However, what they did show us here is what's to come. This is Cyclops on the Vulcan buck, it looks like to me, right? Am I right?
Sure.
All right, you see butterfly joints there. You see
it's gotta be the Vulcan.
elbows. This
It's
is
the Vulcan body with the morph legs.
This is the Cyclops that we all deserve, but not yet, because this is the cel-shaded one. So we're going to be getting an updated Cyclops on the Vulcan buck soon. It's going to happen.
This is a very good looking Cyclops. Like, this combination of parts works really well. Very well proportioned. This is easily the best looking Cyclops.
This shits on the Mafex Cyclops.
I was goading you to say it, yeah.
Yes. Shits on it. The Mafex Cyclops is fucking whack. I don't care what anybody says. It's whack. Chest looks so stupid.
We've gone all the way back to the Toy Biz Cyclops now, because they were doing the overlays for a while, and now we've gone back to how Toy Biz did it with the X-Men Classic Cyclops, where the strap is like part of the torso sculpt, or at least like keyed in or whatever, and then when you ab crunch it forward, it still has like the illusion of it being one strap.
Yep. Very nice. So yeah, I'm looking forward to what's going to come after this. Can I see the hand sculpts? Was there any is there a pointing hand sculpt?
Just open hand sculpts.
Come on.
The box art lies again.
Yeah, once again, lying to us. Cyclops.
And they even kind of went pretty minimal on the cell shading, because just looking at the art, how much it has on the cell shading there, and you don't get that in any of the blues. It's really the yellows that have the cell shading. A little bit down here, but yeah.
He's got blues on the side of his torso with the cell shading.
Oh, does he? Okay.
I will say this looks the best because it's so minimal, and the shading makes sense where they placed it. Some of the other shading that they've put in these cell shaded series look awful, as if there's no artistic direction behind it at all. It's just randomly thrown. These guys saw one cell shaded Gundam kit and they're all like, I think we can do that. And it's the other ones look awful. This looks fine.
I still hate it.
But it looks good. Look at that beautiful VHS collection. Wow.
Is it worth, like, what do you think? Like, is that for me, that's not appealing, because you don't even know their figures. Like, that doesn't have the same shelf appeal as that beast to the left. Am I bugging? Like, I just don't know. Like, it's the same reason I don't display my imports like that. I don't do that shit. Well, I do that for SHF, but that's just because I have to spine them because I don't have enough room.
I think they're assuming that most Marvel Legends collectors don't have enough room either.
No, I just don't know. This whole series is really weird to me.
Yeah.
I thought the series was cool when they were.
What's that, Rick?
I thought it was cool before I saw their prices.
Yeah. But what if we told you that they're doing it for Spider-Man next?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised, and they are.
Well, yes. There you go.
But they did mention that, right? They did mention Spider-Man, right?
Yeah, here they are.
Next year they're doing all Spider-Man, which is weird because next year is the X-Men anniversary. What the fuck is going on over there? I don't know. Am I gonna rebuy some of these Spider-Men with questionable cell shading? Probably not. I don't know. I can't imagine what they could do more. I feel like they'd all look like that Venom that came out that had that red and blue shading on it.
Ideally.
But are they just going to do this line without a Venom? And if they do a Venom, what else are they going to do to it? Because that's pretty much the peak art style of that specific Venom there. Like, what more can they do? I just don't know.
They did confirm though that Cyclops is the last X-Men VHS for now, and then next year it's going to be all Spider-Man. And I don't know. I mean, they could just keep doing this over and over. They can give us Daredevil. Daredevil had VHSs like this. I don't know. I mean, it was a Spider-Man series one, but it was like the Daredevil episodes I remember having growing up. I think that's pretty much it. Is there anything else that was part of like the stream that got cut out that we missed?
I don't know.
Well, they did. Like I said, I'm not sure if when. There was a 3-pack.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, this.
So they showed this stuff on their, or like revealed it on their Instagram, or somebody revealed it in some other interview or some shit like that, if I'm not mistaken. And they showed a couple things. They showed a single release of a classic Star-Lord.
Yeah, the Star-Lord
comic-based
was revealed in an interview with Johnny Gargano from WWE.
Okay. So there
This
was
one was
that.
part
And
of the Daredevil 3-pack was part of the stream, but it got cut out.
oh, that's what happened. Okay. But
Yeah,
they showed it on Instagram after the fact or whatever. So finally, we'll be getting a Daredevil that is super articulated. It's on the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man Buck. So he's got toe joints. He's got all the articulation, the ab crunch, the upper torso, all the articulation you would want for a Daredevil character. I think it's a good colorway. I think he looks real good.
Paul Harding on the head sculpt.
Yes.
Paul Harding type beat.
There's no unmasked matte head sculpt, though, right?
No, sir. We're giving you a pinless body. What do you want?
We don't do that here.
All right. Yeah.
Come on, man.
So yeah, we did get a Daredevil and an armored Daredevil and retro Spider-Man wave, and I think that one had unmasked head, if I'm not mistaken, which was just like a repaint of a older head. I think I don't know, but yeah, this 3-pack looks pretty good. People were asking about Bullseye and why the hell his chest is blue. It's supposed to be like an ode to the classic look from the comic book or whatever the case may be. And then we also got an Elektra, white-suited Elektra. Paul Harding did that head sculpt as well too. Or at least he did the one with the big hair.
Beautiful.
Mistaken.
Yo, this hair is crazy. I love this.
I love it too.
So 80s. I love it too. Good. Very, very good. Very, very good. So yeah, 3-pack, Star-Lord. I feel like there was one other thing that might have been shown or revealed.
Gotta get your thoughts on this Bullseye, though. Come on now.
I mean, like I said, it's a ode to the classic look from the comic books. It's a new head sculpt, new paint on the chest, but it's pretty much the same figure that we got in the Man-Thing Build-A-Figure wave. But yeah, the smile here instead of the like sort of no, I think the other head sculpt that we had was this one we had already for sure. I just literally just used this in a picture that I put up on my Instagram today. But this one is new for sure. I think the other fully masked head sculpt that we had was just neutral, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Now, is it going to be? Are you going to be able to swap this particular head onto the original Man-Thing Build-A-Figure wave version? I don't know. The black deco might be a little different. I'm not 100% sure on that. So, there's that. I did pre-order this actually. I thought it was going to sell out, but I guess not.
Just
And the last thing was
high.
Johnny Gargano's reveal. Yeah, but here's Paul Harding's head sculpt. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
So we're getting closer. We're getting closer to what I think is going to be a reveal of a Paul Harding, Power Man, and Danny Rand. You know, Luke Cage and Iron Fist 2-pack or something where Paul Harding does those head sculpts. I think that's happening. Might be some new Defenders box set or some type of 3-pack or something. I'm pretty sure we're going to see that next year.
Well, I don't know where the Star-Lord pictures are at. Not on the Pulse one.
Is it on their Instagram?
No.
Check Tomigos maybe. You might have it.
Check out Todd's Instagram because he's a big Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah,
Johnny
for sure.
Gargano
He'll have it
revealed
for
it.
sure.
Nah, Johnny Gargano did not even reveal it on his own Instagram.
Rectangular. I have
Oh
it.
my god!
Would he?
I'm I would hope so. He posted it on Facebook.
Okay, all right. So he's a real fan. Okay, just making sure.
There he is.
First appearance, Star-Lord. Wow. And the crowd goes wild. So super sick, bro. Anyway, he's a swashbuckler. He's got a saber. Whoa. A whole space cutlass. All right, what's next?
Lightning Collection.
I think that was it for Spider-Man.
Can we switch it up and move out of Hasbro for a minute here?
Do you want to?
Yeah, he wants to talk about Mezco.
We want to talk a little RumbleCon because it's over too. You know.
If you insist.
Yeah, I don't care. We could bounce over to Mezco for a hot second.
Let's look to the skies, baby.
Second at best. Okay. Only because I got it queued up here. Here we go. All right, let's go.
Sky. All right, tell us about RumbleCon.
2022. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah, RumbleCon, the first ever all Rumble Society centric online convention event. So super cool, you guys. Let me tell you why. Because it was all Rumble Society stuff, which means we will actually get it in a timely fashion. These aren't like your Power Rangers or your Dick Tracys that we've seen revealed at these online conventions and have still yet to see a pre-order for, which is probably a good thing given how many other outstanding pre-orders from years before then we're still waiting on. But, you know, let's enjoy the fact that we can actually get this stuff when it, you know, in a reasonable time. The fact that we're even seeing any Rumble Society stuff ahead of time is exciting too, because usually it's one of those things where it just goes up, or you have like a week of it, 3 days of announcement maybe before you actually see the pre-order or the in-stock order. So the fact that we're seeing any of these Rumble Society characters as like a sneak peek like this is actually kind of cool and different. So the first reveal, day one, which was yesterday, it ran from technically Thursday to today. Thursday being the preview night where they dropped the exclusive that we'll talk about. I don't know. Did any of you guys pick up the Union construction worker Gomez?
Negative.
Oh, I thought Boog might for the accessories.
I bought it for somebody else, not for myself.
Oh, you better hit that review then.
Maybe.
All right. Well, we got first reveal day one, which is technically the second day of it, but not counting preview night, it's day one. Death Adder. This is the character that won the fan vote as to which Hazard Squad character you want to see made first. It is between this Death Adder character, Dipodomus, who's like some kind of Australian marsupial rat, and Clamps MacGuffin, who's a dude with a clamp for a hand. And this guy, as you might be able to tell, is basically Snake Eyes with a snake head. So he won the fan vote on this. And then a few months later is when they said, oh, we have the G.I. Joe license. We're probably going to do Snake Eyes. So I didn't technically vote for this guy, but he did win the fan vote. So it's no surprise we're seeing him first before the other characters. But that is what it is. He's in the Hazard Squad comic. It's Snake Eyes, but he's got a snake head. He's not even Snake Eyes. He's just Snake Eye. So Snake Head?
So Snake Head?
No, he's not even Snake Eyes. He's just Snake Eye, because one of his eyes has an eye patch, so he only has one eye. Snake, yep, super cool. All right, next up, probably my favorite reveal of the weekend, maybe second favorite. I don't know, they're kind of tied. But Atticus Doom Necroverse Edition. Atticus Doom remains my favorite Rumble Society character. I love the Eldritch, Cthulhu sorcerer stuff, and I love glow in the dark stuff. This combines both. This is sick. Definitely gonna, display this dude when he comes in with all the Cthulhu parts. This is pretty tight. I love the outfit too. I love like the kind of like faux fur on the I guess like the sleeves and the collar there. I think this looks really tight. Nice, like, I don't know, kind of a violet, kind of a blue. I'm not quite sure what the color is on there, but that looks really tight. Speculation as to whether or not the thing in the background is going to be one of those like vacuum form clouds like they did with any of the Ninja Gomez's or the Gold Skull Ninjas or I think Nosferatu had one. I think the last Doc Nocturnal had one, maybe. I'm not sure, but that'd be cool if they include
all of this stuff went up for order after it was revealed.
No, these are just reveals.
I see. Okay.
But usually we don't even get to see this level of a reveal before it goes up for pre-order, like a full look. Usually it's like a super close-up sneak peek picture, and then a few months later we'll see the pre-order. But any of this stuff is now fair game to be on the the upcoming slate of pre-orders or instant drops.
I mean, this is I don't know what the fuck Mezco's doing, bro. What is going on here? Go ahead.
They're doubling down on themselves. They're believing in themselves. Okay, as every one of us should.
Yeah, they sure are. They sure are.
I think
this shit is wow. They got a whole con for just their shit, and no mention of the shit.
But they were upfront about it. That's what they marketed this whole thing as.
That's true. That is very true. I think at this point, man, like, clear out their back catalog and then just put out a statement saying, like, we're taking care of us from now on. Every once in a while we'll do some third-party shit, but, like, you know, this is treat yourself 2022, basically. Treat myself 2022 or whatever. Like,
go. That's such a great idea. I would actually love that.
That's what they need to do, man. Like, just get ahead of it. Like, that's obviously, it's clear that's what's happening. They've put themselves in a position, which I've said it for years, is like the dream position for any toy manufacturer is to just sell your own shit that you create. You don't pay a licensing fee or anything like that. Like, it's your world that you create and people dig it. That's like the dream for every manufacturer. They finally got to that point, and now it's kind of like, I don't know, like, they had all these plans to be like this really great third party manufacturer, and then they are kind of now into this new thing, and they're like, oh my god, well, I still kind of have obligations for this old thing. Kind of want to fucking weasel my way out of this, but I don't know how. And they just like drag it along for the next like 4 years.
Like, that's actually probably a really good idea. And if from then forward Mezco was just like a damn toys, sort of situation where they just make in-house properties like Death Gas Station or whatever, honestly, sure. And then
they should really do that.
The third party or the licensed stuff can get it from the master license holders instead and be, happy with the influx of product that brings,
And then it also carries the benefit of
stream of products, really.
Yeah, it also carries the benefit of whenever they do like a DC property or a Marvel property, then it carries like, it's like a McRib situation. It doesn't happen all the time, but when it's around, you're like, oh fuck, they never do this shit. I guess I kind of want one now.
Like a Mexican pizza situation.
Absolutely,
take it away.
That's true, but now it's back.
Yeah, now it's back, right?
Yeah, all that being said,
I'm really into that. They really should just split in two. Make a website, call it theRumbleSociety.com, and make a Mezco 112 collection.
That was where you had to go and find the clues for some of the activities today.
Oh, I buy their figures. I don't do that shit. But
you don't try to win free figures.
Realistically win figures? Yeah, it wasn't realistic.
Oh yeah, it's random draw. But anyway, Atticus Doom, really sick. I love this character. I love that they're doing more of him. We had to know that a variant of him was coming, just like with Hawk B40. I believe, other than Captain Nemo, this is the only Rumble Society character without some sort of variant. So had to see another variant of Atticus Doom. I think I'm going to display the King in Yellow head sculpt from the Magical Enhancement kit on this body too. That's going to look sick. But I do love the glow in the dark stuff too. Anyway, continuing on, another reveal. The only 5 points reveal of the weekend. Doc Nocturnal, a new version. We've had one in the Advent calendar that was the Red Death edition, but this is like 100% an all new figure. This isn't going to be like that one, but in a new colorway. This is clearly an all new figure. It's got, different, just different sculpting. Looks more like jacked up and muscular rather than like cartoony stylized like the original one was. So cool. And he comes with his frog butler, whose name I forget. Oh no, I have my Atticus Doom comic all the way up there. It's framed actually. Anyway,
that's right. I remember.
Of course, it's framed. You saw my collection update video. Come on, Poncho. All right. Day 2 started off strong.
Hell yeah.
Bartholomew Vex.
This thing is actually
As seen in the Atticus Doom trailer, the stop motion animation trailer that they did for the drop of the first Atticus Doom. This is
Halloween.
sick.
Yeah, this is rad. This is really,
Goated.
really cool.
I mean this
for sure.
with all pun intended. Goated. Right here, dude.
He's goated.
Look at this. And I can already tell that they've done some new things on this dude. It looks like the same head, but in that trailer, it was just a mocked up thing that they had made for the trailer. Because you could tell, at least from the feet, the sculpted plastic parts, i.e. the hands and the feet that he had, that it was just a new outfit and a new head on Nosferatu. So if they reuse the Nosferatu body at the very least, and he has those, tall, lanky proportions, but now they've given him these new, like, furry hands or whatever with the claws. Oh, even better. Sick. This is him right here. This is, call him Little Sunshine, call him Mephistopheles, call him Bartholomew Vex, whatever. This is sick. I think this actually might be my favorite reveal because the fact that it's a new character over than a variant kind of puts it above the other Atticus Doom. But,
yeah, this thing is really
I've
cool.
wanted this Doom.
Love of the game. Awesome. Hit us with 5. Said, great show. Hey, remember when they showed Robin once?
They never. No, I guess they did show him. Yeah, it's only been a tease. That's another one of those things we're waiting on. I already mentioned it at the top. That's one of those things, and that's what's great about this RumbleCon is this is actually stuff that they're revealing or teasing you with, but it's not going to go for 2 years without actually seeing the solicitation, or I guess a year, because it's been a long time since they showed like the Power Ranger teasers or that Robin teaser, and we still haven't had a solicit up yet. But anyway, Bartholomew Vex, very sick. I thought his name was just the Baphomet, so that's cool that he has like an actual name. Okay. What about another variant of Cousin Eddie? Cousin Eddie, Eddie and Bella Forever edition.
This is the one that was in like that Christmas onesie before?
Yeah.
So
this was exclusive to the Advent calendar originally, but now they're giving him the stylized, like animated style skulls that were on the Pink Skulls Gig from Hell box set.
Yeah, I think those look better anyway.
Blue colorway with the gold teeth and stuff. And of course, they got that John Wick dog in the tooling library, so why not just put it out in a new colorway? Why not? In there. Get it up in there. And I love that he has the shoes reused from Vapor. That's tight. These are the faux Jordan 4s, Jordan foes.
Jordan foes. Yeah.
Oh, those are Jordan 5s, bud.
Oh, those are 5s. My bad, dude. I'm sorry. I stick to Jordan 1s.
You're offending
myself,
me.
So. I'm sorry. Well, I knew I had to get you to contribute to the conversation somehow, so I had to get something wrong.
Shout out a log of figs.
It's because I keep glitching out. I might switch to mobile, honestly.
Shout out a log of figs real quick. When talking about the previous figure, this goat is living in Jerry's apartment with the fried chicken place across the street.
This padlock is reused from the Pink Skulls too. That one had like a silver padlock. This one's going for gold. I'm not totally thrilled that they're reusing like the pleather pants on here. I don't know.
Doesn't breathe.
Yeah, he's gonna be getting some swamp ass up in there, but just in general, yeah, it's kind of scary to articulate some of these pleathers sometimes. They've held up on my Pink Skulls set, but yeah, you just never know. That's over time.
Fat Man, keeping up with the smoke, hits with 5. He said, "These are nice. Don't get me wrong, but I can't support Mezco and buy their stuff until they send me the 6 figures I pre-ordered decades ago."
That's fair.
Fair.
That's totally fair.
Very fair.
Yeah. But for every person that says that, there's also one that's like, damn it, this figure came out and it actually ended up being really good and I didn't get it because I was taking a moral high ground stance.
No.
And now I'm
don't try and
get
aftermarket. No, don't.
That happens, though. That happens. The amount of people who are like, I'm not getting Conan until I get my 89 Batman, and then Conan came out. I was like, oh, anybody got Conan for a non-scalper price?
I think at this point, 89 Batman is nobody's hill to die on. Like, if that is your hill to die on, you gotta roll over and call the EMTs, brother, because yeesh.
All right. What about boom, Slugfest, Big Sluggo,
Hell
the
yeah.
Slug Daddy, the Slug Burger.
Slug Daddy.
I was really disappointed when it seemed like he was going to be announced, and then it was fucking Union Gomez. But
Yeah.
all is redeemed.
I know, right? That's what I thought too. I went into this convention, or like the announcement of it being like, well, clearly we're getting this Slugfest as the exclusive. It's the Rumble Con, his face is on the thing, but it ended up being, that Union Gomez. But I like what we're seeing here. It's exactly what we thought. It's the Hulk Bluto body with the big gauntlets, kind of like Thanos had. And I love the fact that he's wearing like a Dickies overall with a name tag. I think that's really tight. And seems to me, at least even from the little trailer that we got, that he's going to have an LED inside this helmet, which is going to be pretty toy.
Oh yeah,
I love it. I think it's sick. That's all for reveals, but let's look at the Gomez real quick.
Shout out to Punker Mike, man. He took some incredible.
Huge shout out to Punker Mike. I was in the DMs with him, just congratulating him for the opportunity and stuff, man. That's, as someone who is a builder, obviously he's one of the best to, as far as like a Dio builder. Yeah. He's obviously one of the best people to give something like this to. So I'll pull up his photos too.
Yeah, it's very smart to send him one, for sure.
Yeah. And it's always great to see. He loves all the Rumble stuff too.
Yeah. He's been a long time supporter.
Punker Mike. That guy loves Blink 182. Shout out to Punker Mike.
Stupid. Oh man.
It's fun. I don't know. I think it's cool.
He killed it with these photos, dude.
Yeah.
His set building is so rad. If there's one thing that I'll commend Mezco on, it's their leniency when it comes to their product shots, when it comes to third-party items that are in the same shots. Like, so many companies are like, so many companies don't want other people's shit in their product photos. And I get it for sure, but I think it's so great that Mezco was like, whatever makes our figures look desirable, just throw it in there. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Obviously they won't let you throw a Marvel Legend in there or whatever, but prop wise, they'll basically just let you do whatever you want.
And that is, as weird of a turn as this is for him to go from super spy and from Hazard Squad commander to local union construction worker.
Hey, he's just like you and me.
He's a jack of all trades, baby.
For sure. There was somebody who left a comment on my last video on my channel saying how, and shout out to VLR Sierra 117.
Love to see
they might
him.
be here watching. I don't know, but I loved this comment. This made me roll with laughter. I raffled, if you will.
Really?
Yeah. He said, Gomez is literally Barbie. Can't wait for train conductor Gomez, scuba Gomez, DMV worker Gomez. He's starting to catch up to Johnny Sins.
No.
You what? To which I responded, Dr. Gomez when?
Dr. Gomez when?
Oh man, this new Gomez now with hat.
Now with that. Wait
now
a second, this pizza box has a hole in it. What the
fuck? But anyway, he went up this preview night, but really it was Thursday afternoon. Thursday, around noon, 1 p.m. Eastern. And he sold out in about an hour, and then he went back up for pre-order as just a pre-order. So the stuff that was in stock by now sold out, and then it went back up for a regular pre-order.
So what does that mean? Does that mean that in-stock items will ship on time and pre-orders are at a different window, or it's all the same?
Yeah, in-stock orders are going to ship within 10 business days.
I
The
see.
pre-orders are going to ship at the end of October to December 2022.
Gotcha. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
So basically,
And I
you'll
heard
see
you
them
and
in
Kevin talking about it
January.
too, and I can confirm these are all die-cast tools.
Oh, nice.
So as far as you guys wondering about that, yes.
I was wondering.
Yeah. They said all you have to do was look at the listing and not just the you had to go past reading the headlines.
Oh, you know we don't read, bro.
Yeah, no,
Fuck
I
with
get it.
you right now,
I
man.
get it. I'm physically incapable of it, and somehow I still put that together.
Exactly.
But anyway, it comes with a welding torch and regulator, and look at the fine soft goods on this, man. Look at this high quality denim right here. This rolled right off of the Levi Strauss chuck wagon.
Jesus Christ.
Like right here. Look at these. Look at the real metal buckles on here. Look at the fine Corinthian pleather on this tool belt right here. You can't tell me that this isn't a high quality looking figure right here. I love this. Look at those big gloves. These grounding gloves right here. Make sure he doesn't get electrocuted while he's taking a crowbar to an electrical box.
I'll tell you this, pal. If those shoes don't have real steel toes, I send it back.
Those are Wolverine branded. Those are Wolverine steel-toed boots. I love this. I love that the tool belt, actually functions. You can hold all this stuff on him. I love when you can store things on the figures. That's just so fun. And then what was the other cool thing? Oh yeah, we just need more. Like, I'm with it. I get the idea of just putting the mascot in different outfits and boom, new figure. Yeah, it's awesome.
There he is.
I can't wait for Fashion Week Gomez, and he's ready to walk the runway in a Heron Preston suit.
Jesus Christ.
Rick, tell me you know Heron Preston. Come on.
Of course I know Heron Preston. Come on, man.
Hell
What are you doing here?
Hell yes, brother.
They've done a few sneaker collabs, Heron Preston.
Have they? Oh my god, I've only seen Gigi Hadid wearing, this full on suit, like a big man oversized suit. And she looked great doing it.
Shout out to the Hadids.
Jeej. She and I are friends. Oh, and
very,
of course
very good
the jacket. Yeah, Henrock. The jacket's fire too, man. I love the faux fur on the collar and everything, and on the lining on the inside. This is pretty tight. And yeah, Wade, I would agree with that too. I hope we get an Indian Gomez, like a Native American Gomez. I hope we get police officer Gomez. I hope we get all the village people Gomez's.
Well, we had honestly what I think would be the best speculation this past summer that didn't come true, but like a Comic-Con attendee Gomez, that'd be incredible.
Yeah, dude. Toy photographer Gomez, right?
Yeah,
like you guys talked about on Kevin's stream.
Yeah, that's what Kevin and Poncho were talking about.
Yeah, I'm with it. I love it. I got it in stock. Hopefully getting that shipping notification. But, oh, dude, yeah, Henrock is right. It's for all this, union talk and all these OSHA regulations that it seems like he's obeying. No safety goggles? Come on now. No safety goggles. You're right, dude. They could have easily reused the secret agent Gomez and just done it with clear lenses and boom, done. Or cast the whole thing in clear plastic.
You know what? Now I don't like it.
I mean, that's...
I only fuck
you're
with
the
OSHA
average
approved
Mezco
toys.
enjoyer right there.
Yeah, if OSHA doesn't approve of it, I'm not interested.
Exactly. Super sick. I love it. I love the tools. I love the everything. This is just fun.
I love this TV.
And if nothing else, okay, pop a different head on here, and he's an expensive background character for your construction site fight between Spider-Man and Green Goblin or something. I don't know.
Oh, look up in the rafters, it's Spider-Man.
Yo, Fat Man, Amazon worker Gomez, he comes with his own piss jug.
It'd be ideal if it came with like a cardboard cutout of a supervisor telling him to get back to work.
Yeah, yelling at him.
I'm gonna write you up.
I would love this. Well, I mean, I only like figures that represent me. So if I can go ahead and get struggling actor Gomez, that'd be awesome. Anyway.
Koopa Steve saying this is basically my stepdad Gomez. Oh no.
That's what I said about the Felix Toys ink blot. I look at his mask, I'm like, this is basically my stepdad. I don't think he needs the safety goggles, but other than that, I mean, he's pretty sick. I love that he has the welding effects and all that.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Anyway, that's pretty much it for there was activities, there was something you can still participate on their Instagram stories where you basically just vote on, like a team that you would like to see win a battle. And then you're entered to win. Yeah, they got the recap of what about this thing. Who's taking the title of Brawl Star? You vote on this and you're entered to win a huge prize pack. That's kind of the main thing about this. They said it on the itinerary, but over the course of the whole weekend, they're giving away 112 112 collective figures. And I did the math on it on my stream this past Monday, so I won't do it again. But the main thing is that the grand prize winner for this thing that I just showed, this vote, I guess gets $1,200 worth of Mezco Rumble Society figures. So that's
what the fuck?
10 to 12 figures basically. Pretty
Jesus
insane.
Christ.
Pretty cool. So nothing else. Just do it. It's random draw. Like, it doesn't hurt you as much as hurt as you are personally for your unfulfilled pre-orders. It doesn't cost you anything to just vote on an Instagram story. If your moral high ground is that high that you don't even want to give them the view of their story, then I understand too.
It's a wild hill to die on.
It is.
So what you're saying is that people need to rock the vote?
People need to what?
Rock the vote?
Yeah, they need to rock them. They need to dunk the vote.
Now you're talking.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm thinking blue team. I think I already voted. Oh, you can't do this on mobile, can you? Whoops. Anyway, who in the chat got Union Gomez? I know Henrock did. That's it. That's Mezco.
Wow.
Really cool, huh? Thanks, Rick.
I do what I can.
RumbleCon 2022. We out here. I was.
I'm just kidding.
I saw it. Oh. Anyway, you want to go back to Hasbro or something?
Yeah, let's go. Let's talk shit about Lightning Collection. Let's go.
Did they Lightning collect something?
Yeah. I don't know where you can pull it up. Maybe Hasbro.
Probably Tokyo Nation. Right?
Tokyo Nation be dropping the ball sometimes. I don't know. Sometimes
they do have the panel roundup.
Let's talk. Okay, so
this girl was on it. She's cool.
Pam's cool.
Jordan from Design.
Earth to Me, right there, basically. Yeah, PulseCon. Lightning Collection showed off some stuff. They showed off, like, I thought their showing was pretty strong, to be quite honest. It was quite nice, just in terms of. You know what? No, I'm going to take that back. It was just okay. People have been wanting this blue for a super long time, so it's super tight. We're getting this one. What else is next? I'm really not going to spend too much time on these, but what's next?
Sorry, I was putting in my order because Trevor reminded us that at 5:00 the second drop for the Figura Obscura from Four Horsemen just dropped, and I'm buying one real quick.
Oh, nice. How much is that?
$120.
Yikes, that's a lot, but worth it, I guess.
It's a figure and a horse.
Oh, okay, that's right. Okay, all right, yeah. So Dino Charge Blue, people have been wanting it for a super long time. Great to be closer to completing that team for sure. Who else did they show? They show, I think Yellow is next. Do you just want to finish putting your order in? We can wait.
I'm doing sorry. Boy, it sold out so quick before. I wanted to make sure I get it in.
Well, by all means, go right ahead. I don't want to keep you.
Oh, I am in line to check out. My goodness.
Let's go. All right, so they showed off Beast Morpher Yellow as well. It's about time they showed this off because Beast Morphers Red was in the first wave of the whole series. So it's taken us this long to complete this core team. And then who knows if they'll even do the other extra cast members of that. I have the SHF motorcycle guy, so I'm okay. But I think he was also released in like that other shorter line, that 5-inch line. So you got to stand in at least. So this one looked pretty cool. They talked about the 2 tones in her hair, I guess. That's cool. I think the portrait on this is a little, it's not anime. I don't know. It's a strange portrait to me personally, but it is whatever. Fat Man hit us with 2 saying they're never going to give us Beast Morpher Silver. Yeah, probably not, unfortunately. Well, they might, but I don't know. Motorcycle guys, there's no way they're giving us that thing. They showed off this right here, which is the army builder from Wild Force, which is cool. It's always great to get army builders from this show. I mean, I think the best move they made, just in terms of reusing, is making that putty buck, because or the putty buck is like, these guys are basically all on the same buck 9 times out of 10. So when it comes to stuff like this, they can just do easy recolors and then just do some extra tooling on like gloves and boots and a head, and then you got army builders right there. So it's always cool to have more army builders, especially in Power Rangers, because like a lot of people are just a lot of people army built those putties, so like they have every generation of Power Ranger just fighting putties, which, I mean, it is what it is. You can fudge it or whatever, but it's always great to have more army builders. What's next? They showed that guy. There we go. They got Dino Charge Green, which is pretty cool too. This is the second Dino Charge character, or third? I don't know. No, second. Let's see. Dino Fury. Yeah, I always get those 2 mixed up. My bad. But yeah, man, this looks cool too. Super great to start completing teams. I thought it was really weird that they took so long to get to Dino Fury, just because it's the current season. Like, you would imagine that they would have enough synergy over there to where they would want to complete the team of the current season. Like, especially if it's still being marketed towards kids, like, they would watch it on Nickelodeon or whatever, and then they would just want to go to the store and buy it. Like, Dino Fury Red only just came out like recently, within the last year or something. So it's strange. And then now they're done. Like, they had 2 seasons and then they're done with those suits. They're doing their 30th season right now. Which they're not even adapting suits from another Sentai. So like they're making all new suits. Like, it's their first homegrown suits for like the entire team, which is cool in itself. But that just goes to show that like what now? Are they going to start releasing Dino Charge Cosmic Fury Lightning Collection figures like now, because like the show's going to be airing soon? It's just really weird. Who really knows?
Well, if you don't, I don't. So
that's true.
You're kind of my in on this.
Is there anything else? I think, what's next? The Astro Megazord, maybe?
Yeah.
So
Zap.
Yeah, so they officially showed off the Zord Ascension Project Astro Megazord. Really weird that they called it a reveal, because it was definitely revealed earlier in the week. I don't understand, but like this was probably filmed like forever ago too, so who even knows?
Yeah, I think all these segments are pre-recorded.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, I never thought that. I never thought that they were live for sure. The only thing live is probably the guy from Holes and
and his DJ friend.
Yeah, the guy from Rob and Big, Rob,
who doesn't really do any DJing.
Yeah, what did they ever explain what he's doing there?
He pressed the play button a few times for when that rapper came out at the end.
He's
So,
just
yeah,
the
he's-
hype man, huh? I guess he's the hype man's hype man.
Yeah,
a little bit.
because
I mean, to be fair, the whole Hasbro PulseCon was basically just a big infomercial for Selfie Series.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
talk
Any
about that
opportunity
too.
they could say. And speaking of Ghostbusters, you can get yourself a Selfie Series Ghostbuster.
Yeah, that guy from Holes, whenever he'd say anything, the DJ guy would just repeat it
Yeah,
back
just
like in a
repeat
more
it.
nonsense.
Yeah.
We would be like, "Oh man, those reveals were sick, yo!" But what about those reveals, though? And he'd be like, "Yeah, those reveals."
Abel Frost also brings up that they announced that they were finishing 3 other teams next year, which is SPD, Deca Ranger, and then help me out, people in chat, because I don't know if that slide is going to be here. It was a slide of silhouettes somewhere, so I don't know if that slide will be here, but help me out in chat if you guys know. But I know they're gonna complete Deca Ranger, and they're gonna do 2 other ones. They're gonna complete Galaxy and Dino Thunder. So Dino Thunder, Galaxy, and SPD will be completed, which is
here it is.
which is tight. Yeah, there it is. So that's pretty cool, man. It's nice that it's cool that we're finally getting a chance to complete these teams. SPD and Deca Ranger is one of the greatest suits from Sentai of all time, so it's really great that we're finally going to complete that team. It was to the point where even like a couple of months ago, I was feverishly searching around for a Deca Yellow in my collection, and I was like, I have to have this. Like, there's no way I didn't buy it. And then it just wasn't. It wasn't out. It didn't exist. So, so it's cool that we're completing those teams. It'll be fun to. I think at this point, it's like, what teams are completed now? It's Mighty Morphin, and then technically Mighty Morphin, the metallic armor, and then you have who else? You have Power Rangers in Space, then technically Psycho Rangers. I think that's it, right? Help me out, chat.
When are they going to complete Wild Force?
I don't know. You tell me. A Squad, yeah, A Squad technically, yeah. So, and Zeo is complete too, for sure, and Ninjetti technically. So, yeah, man. So, quite a number of teams are completed so far, but it's just nice to finally round everything out. And then Schwan also says the original 3 Dino Thunder is complete as well. Hell yeah! Thanks everybody. And they also teased Alien Rangers, which is incredible because I love Alien Rangers. SH Figure Arts never did a Kaku Ranger, which is the Sentai that it's adapted from, and I'm losing my mind that I'm going to get articulated Kaku Rangers for sure. The only thing the only thing that I need right now is Die Rangers. If somebody SHF did a Die Ranger Red, but like if they do a whole team for Die Rangers, I'll lose my mind. But they won't, because there's never been an adaptation for Die Rangers. They've only showed up like once in their adaptation of Gokai, and they showed up as like, they called them something like super weird just because they were in the stock footage. Like there's this huge war going on, and it had like every legacy Sentai and Power Ranger team, but it was using Japanese footage. So they had teams that weren't adapted to Power Rangers in the footage, and they called them something strange in the show. I can't even remember. But anyway, all that being said, it's cool that they're doing Alien Rangers. I think that's super sick.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, talking about the Astro Megazord. The Astro Megazord is really, really cool. I had no idea that this thing was going to be as tall as it is. This thing is an absolute unit. It's unreal. And it's just really cool. There are a few inconsistencies with it, like especially on the head sculpt, like the thrusters for the what do you call it? For the head, like on the head, like the spaceship has, they have like 2 thrusters on the side. The shape is kind of weird on this on this Zap Zord. So that's kind of unfortunate, or that's very unfortunate. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but overall, it's a huge ass Astro Megazord, and I exclaimed my love for the Astro Megazord last week, so I'm going to get it regardless. So I'm pretty stoked on it.
Yeah.
Let's see, and then last but not, I'm sure Fabio is securing his 4 Horsemen right now because it just went up. But whenever Fabio comes back, they also showed off the.
What are you talking about? I've been here the whole time.
Okay, did you get yours? Did you get it?
Power Rangers? No, I didn't.
No, the 4 Horsemen.
Oh, I did. Yes.
Hell yeah! Well, it's sold out.
Yeah, of course it's sold out. I bought all of them.
Of course. So next up, they're talking about these Street Fighter ones. So pull up the one with both of them in it, if you can.
Both of them in it here?
Yeah. So first and foremost, let me go ahead and say this. These suck ass. These are fucking awful. These are terrible. And they should feel bad for it's insane, man. Like, first of all, respectfully, of course, shout out to the team, shout out to the designers or something. But this is a tangible example of the disconnect between when Capcom designs a Power Rangers Street Fighter suit with with Chun-Li and Ryu, and when they design it. Because if you look at these next to the Ryu and Chun-Li, it is literally day and night. It's unbelievable. Like, this is the definition of phoned in. Like, it's wild. Why is he sleeveless? Ryu is sleeveless too. Like, he doesn't wear sleeves like in his regular form, but his Sentai form or Power Rangers form has sleeve. Like, it just doesn't make sense.
Ken is way cooler. Sounds out, guns out.
Bro, hell no. Dude, Ken is divorced and disheveled in Street Fighter 6. They took the fucking kids, Ryu. That's what he looks like in Street Fighter 6.
I just want my kids back.
Oh my god. This man wishes he could go home and be a family man.
I think they turned Ken literally into Johnny from Karate Kid, where his life is ruined after he lost the Karate Kid tournament.
These figures are absolute goofy fucking energy.
Yeah, the
this
soul patch,
good, man.
The soul patch on the Ken helmet. That's when I checked out, dude. Like, I was already like on the absolute disconnect here. I don't understand.
You tell him. Speaking of Karate Kid, when are we gonna get the Karate Kid Power Rangers crossover? We're all asking for as of last week when I brought it up. No,
unreal. But yeah, man, this Cammy, like, I get it, but the execution is so weird. Like, oh my god, I just don't even know. The Cammy is almost fine. It's just the Ken. This Ken is terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Like, this is a questionable clearance pickup at best. Like, I just don't know. This is unreal. But yeah, the biggest thing is, like, it is very, very apparent that Capcom did not design these at all. Like, it's very apparent that this is like homegrown. This is in their own lab. It's almost like they didn't even get the Boom Studios guys to like take a crack at designing these dudes, because at least their Sentai suits are pretty tight. Like, they have a couple of like original Sentai suits in the comic, and those are really cool. Albeit they might be a little over designed sometimes or whatever, but this just looks, I just don't know, dude. This looks exactly like what I would expect from a guy that goes, I fucking love the Power Rangers, bro. And well, let me take a crack at designing these guys. Like, this is exactly what I expect.
Dude, what if he's sleeveless?
Oh my god.
Promoted.
Wade Hudson says Boom doesn't even know they're doing this. Incredible. Yeah, man. This is crazy. This is wild. This is where the show took a nosedive for me, unfortunately. Also, like the whole their segment was kind of strange. Like they took half their segment to talk to the Cosmic Fury cast, which like I get it, but like also Hasbro Pulse is like specifically like a figure thing. Like I don't understand why they would like, I get why they would plug the show, obviously, but like I don't know. It was a really weird spot, and it broke up the pacing, and it was just wild. The best thing was seeing Andre on there.
This guy?
No, that's David Yost. That's the original Blue Ranger. But they also took this time to announce that
did you guys hear about Selfie Series?
No, what is that? What is that?
So you can scan your own face on the Hasbro Pulse app, and then they can turn it into an action figure on a number of pre-made bodies that they have, including, but not limited to, Power Rangers.
Whoa,
Here they are.
that is interesting.
Variety of hair. Hey, they have a man bun? All right, I might end up actually making one.
You better pray it looks like you did.
No, if anything, I'll just pop the head off and put the Jason David Frank hair on my face.
There you go.
These people have access to the best possible technology available to make these figures look exactly like them, and they still just look okay.
Yeah, so they
like if the final product that we get doesn't look amazing, why doesn't their product look?
Yeah.
Like, why isn't there fucking paint masters and scope masters in the studio at least faking it for us? Like these don't look great.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. So yeah, the only thing left to talk about Power Rangers is they teased that they're doing a 30th anniversary thing, and David Yost is there, as well as the original Blue Ranger and Black Ranger are there. Super cool. I don't know. I'm stoked. I think it's pretty cool. Again, weird that they showed it in the middle of a Toy Con, but it is what it is. What are you gonna do?
Dude, this might mean that they might give us the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers team again.
They just might.
50-year-old version. Oh
yeah. So I guess while we're still on the subject, let's move into Hasbro scraps, and
real
let's
quick. It's to kind of clarify. Also, the 4 Horsemen pack is still in stock. It's just the all-in that's sold out.
The hell's the difference?
So they have a few different versions. They have the 2-pack that's just the figure and the horse, and then they have the all-in that's the figure, the horse with a mug and a pin, and then just the pin, and then a shirt that's separate. But the 2-pack, even though the all-in is sold out, the 2-pack is still in stock. I only got the 2-pack. I actually tried to add the pin separately, and it changed the shipping for like, I think it was like $20 if I just got the figure by itself, or like the 2-pack, and then I added the pin, and it made the shipping like $35 because they ship separately. I'm not paying no $15 to get a pin shipped.
What was your total, if you don't mind me asking?
Let me check. I think it was like $150 almost exactly. Let me see. $150, $254.
I cannot justify $150, but I'll be damned if that doesn't look sick as fuck.
No, this looks tight as hell. I mean, this screams very expensive Halloween decoration.
That it does.
I mean, obviously Trevor did some great photography with it. I love the Headless Horseman. That was my white whale mount that I never got in World of Warcraft Classic.
What about the horseless headsman?
I was thinking of the horseless Headless Horseman.
And you know what? I wonder what's going on here, because Roblox today released the Headless Horseman skin. Is there some sort of cross Huh?
Oh,
Somebody
I
have
don't
four
know.
horsemen?
I did
Somebody
see,
have four
however,
horsemen work at Roblox? Huh?
so Trevor obviously did the photography and some early first looks and everything, but Dorklair, Bill from Dorklair also had a great video out where he reviewed this thing, did a bunch of size comparisons, and he put this headless horseman next to the Gotham by Gaslight Joker with a head swap, so it's just like a Victorian England dude, and I'm like, oh, well, okay. I guess it fits in my Mezco collection.
Uh-oh.
It looks tight though. This is
Joker
a
moment.
great like standalone piece. This to me is I think just standalone enough that I don't feel like I need a bunch of Mythic Legions to go with him. And then the horse looks great too. It's just a black horse with red eyes. This is Shadowmere right here is what we got.
There it is.
Poncho.
It is
Poncho.
Shadowmere. Do be Shadowmere.
It do be Shadowmere. So yeah, this looks really sick. Again, still in stock. Let's refresh it and see if it is. Maybe not. Anyway, this is part of their Figura Obscura sort of subline to Mythic Legions. Remember, they did the Krampus last year for Christmas. A couple different versions of him. So now, spooky season's upon us. The Horseless Headsman. Oh,
He's
sorry.
the horseless headsman.
Ooh, yeah, this is sick. I did not get the Krampus last year, but it did look sick, and I kind of regret it. So I was like, wait, can't be missing one of these kind of standalone Figura Obscura 4 horsemen drops. These are sick. And if they do 3 others, then that's even better. More on brand. Then you get the headless 4 horsemen.
Of the Apocalypse.
Yes. And Hell rode with him. His name was Death. Anyway, I love the soft goods on this cape too. This looks super nice.
That's fantastic.
Look good. All right, go get yours right now. I'm going to keep refreshing this until everybody has bought one.
And then exclaim it at the top of your lungs on the stream.
I want to see this sell out as I refresh it. In fact, I'm going to do a hard refresh. Okay, it's still up.
That was a pretty hard refresh, brother.
All right. What's next? I know there's a lot of Hasbro stuff to talk about.
I know.
Sorry, we keep cutting in and out of it.
Yeah, we're there's so much that we got to take little detours.
Yeah, we can't just be all Hasbro. It's a lot.
Yeah, fucking Indiana
We've
Jones.
been Hasbro for 20, 30 minutes now. We got to get the fuck out of here.
20, 30 minutes? No, sir.
What is next, though?
Indiana Jones?
I just have Hasbro scraps on here. Hey,
I'm here for the scraps.
Respectfully, I don't give a fuck about anything else.
Yeah, Star Wars was like, okay. The Indiana Jones stuff did look good. We can talk about that.
Yeah, and you know what, man? I was really disappointed we didn't see a short round. Because I know what's going to happen anyways.
Oh,
so I just would have preferred that this way.
Oh, no. Sorry. It's Hasbro Pulse. Derp. Anyway, Indiana Jones. Did they not even put him up? Okay, here we go. Yeah, so they did do... on the stream today for Hasbro Pulse Day 2, they revealed, obviously this was already known, that they were going to be doing an Indiana Jones panel, and it turns out that a lot of the Star Wars guys are involved. It's the same team as Star Wars. It's Patrick from marketing and the 2 designer guys who ended up having to do the Star Wars panel like right after too and do a quick change on the shirt, so that was pretty funny. But their 6-inch line, I was laughing because they're talking about like, hey, we're doing the Hasbro, Indiana Jones line, and we're going to have the kids line, and we're going to have the adult collectors line. They didn't even call it that. They had it named something different or whatever. But the first reveal we have for you guys today is the name and logo of the kids line. No product to show. I'm like, what is going on here? Like, one of the presentation points of this panel is literally the name of the line.
Okay. Yeah, this is a toy fair. We're not a company that might pre-orders like kids' toys.
Yeah, no, it was kind of weird. But then they actually did have product to show, and it's part of their 6-inch, Black Series, Marvel Legends series, premiere collector line or whatever. And it's called the Indiana Jones Adventure Series. First wave is Raiders of the Lost Ark with a build an artifact, build a Ark of the Covenant wave right here. First one is Indiana Jones from Raiders of the Lost Ark. That's the first movie, if you guys didn't know.
Is it?
Yeah, Harrison Ford plays Indiana Jones. It's a very good movie.
Oh wow.
Yep. And then there he is. He's running. He was up for pre-order right now too. So go get him. So I think the wave was 5 figures, but only 2 of them went up for pre-order. And that's Indiana Jones here, Indy, and Major Arnold Tote. This Nazi guy. I don't know.
Yeah.
German soldier, what they said.
Oh, right. 1940s German soldier.
Soldier. Yeah, that melted.
The melted face is crazy, though.
It's probably the craziest head sculpt I've ever done.
Yeah.
Yeah, without a doubt. This jacket accessory goes pretty hard too, though.
It's nice.
No, not just that, but when I was looking at, because they had him spinning around, and then they had like the hands laid out on the floor. Like, how this dude got the hands we've been wanting from Legends for years? It's crazy. Just a regular open palm without some like weird gesture. Like, the fuck?
For Indiana Jones?
No, for the tout guy.
Oh, okay. Well, he has the
like,
palm with like the burn on the.
Yeah, with the burn, but just like just the gesture. It's like we don't even get that in Legends. You don't even get just a relaxed open hand like that.
Yeah,
has to be a salute. It has to be like a weird magical gesture. Like,
yeah,
Jesus.
And then the other thing is that they changed the way they do the hands on these. They don't have the pins. They have the insert pins. They have the ball joint with the, I don't know, however imports do it. I forget what it's called.
Which is crazy to me because that's got to be cheaper. That's way cheaper than manufacturing hands the way they traditionally do it. I don't see why it took them so long to adopt this this strategy of doing extra hands.
Yeah, it makes no sense not to do it this way because you don't have to produce a million little pins.
Yeah, you don't have to do pins, you don't have to do hinges or anything.
Yeah. It's all in the actual joint. So pretty interesting for sure. Very Black Series style articulation though,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'll say it.
This looks good though. It does look good, but
it does look good, but does it move good? I don't know.
Yeah.
No ab crunch kills me.
Yeah. And
I'm almost,
it's not an overlay. This is a hard piece because you can see the way the neck is like in here.
Oh yeah, damn. You know what I bet? I bet you that bottom waist is like a ball joint.
Yeah.
And they just assume like that's enough.
And his shoulders do look a little narrow.
Yeah.
A lot of
jacked up V shape, but god dang.
There's a lot of Star Wars figures that do things that style where it's like the bottom is just the ball joint and then they do a rubber overlay for the torso.
Nah, no way. And Tote, I mean, he's supposed to have a swastika on this pin, isn't he? They're obviously not going to do that, but why even just leave the pin in the first place? I don't know. Maybe they just
so people can draw it on.
Yeah, I think they're dog whistling.
Yeah, it's
this
it's
jacket
funny,
looks so sick though. Like this is something that really works as like a plastic or a soft rubber overlay type of piece. I kind of want to put that on my Mezco Red Skull. That looks tight.
Yeah, I'm just looking at this thing and I'm like, man, they could have easily been like really cheap on this shit.
Yeah,
and, but they work. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, that melted face though is the standout. Like that is crazy.
Yeah. A melted face and that relaxed hand with the fucking burn on it, man. I'm loving it.
All right, good stuff. That's Indiana Jones. The rest of the wave will contain. I just want to see the boxes so I can actually get their names right. Okay, so it's Andy and Tote and Salah.
He is.
And
Shovel.
Belloc. Rene Belloc.
There
in
he
his
is.
outfit from the end when they're opening the arc. And Marion Ravenwood with a monkey.
With photorealistic monkey.
With articulation, I think.
And it's photorealistic. They said that they took the time to like make it as realistic as possible.
There's a
Bro.
little that's so cute. Yo, the amount of the hangover shots about to be coming out of this community. Oh, maybe not. All right, maybe that's just me. Yeah, she looks good. Like the pattern on the shirt. She's got a frying pan. All right, dope stuff.
Very, very famous weapon of hers.
Yep, that's Indiana Jones. Oh, I guess a lot of people in the chat are asking for a Shia LaBeouf custom. That's or a
Damn.
Shia LaBeouf figure coming out of this.
Greaser LaBeouf.
Yeah, that actually would be tight.
Hey, they got the motorcycle, the Legends line. There you go. Good reuse for a motorcycle.
And they're doing the Staff of Ra headpiece. So I guess what? You're supposed to just put it on a broomstick on your own?
Yeah, this was so. When they showed this, I was like, "This is so dumb, man." It's not even. You couldn't even afford to give us cheap plastic for the rest of the staff. Come on, man.
Premium role play, baby. And then they are doing a retro Indiana Jones line too. So here is
Skip.
No thanks.
What? But it's just like the thing you grew up with. Aren't you willing to pay
Not me.
inflated prices for it?
This is way before my time. I'm not that old.
I haven't
No,
even
I'm old.
seen Indiana Jones.
You've never seen
Really?
it?
You never seen Indiana Jones?
Fuck no.
Oh, okay. I mean, they're fine. I think I've literally only seen the first one and the last one, like the one with Shia LaBeouf.
Oh no. That's even worse than me not seeing it.
Yeah.
They're
And I remember people being so mad about like aliens being in the last one, and I was like, I thought that was fun.
Spoken like a true non-fan.
Yeah.
It was so funny that the same thing happened to me. I went to go watch that movie like when I was like in middle school or high school or something, and I get out of the theater. I was like, I thought I was like, oh, that was pretty fucking crazy, huh? And everybody was like, dude, that fucking sucked. Aliens, and I was like, oh, never mind, I guess.
I mean, I was already on History Channel watching Ancient Aliens a bunch at that point, so I was like, yeah, that made sense to me. Clearly, Giorgio Tsoukalos would be all over this.
That is true.
Yeah, you expect me to believe this fucking geriatric fuck is whipping and jumping from place to place and punching people out, but fucking aliens, no? Come on.
Yeah, that's fun. And then
The
here's
movies are fun. The movies are fun themselves. Look at that.
All right. Well, if they ever do that, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for a Shia.
LaBeouf.
Yeah.
I just want a short round, man. Give me short round.
All right. What do we want to go to next? How about some Star Wars?
No.
Yeah, they all sucked.
Yeah,
worry,
kind of. But
they're all
that's not for us to say.
They really almost showed nothing.
I audibly laughed to myself watching this alone in my house. These are the vintage 3 3/4 inch 3-pack of the Dark Troopers and Mando and Gus Fring, and these are straight up Lego capes.
Yeah, they're terrible.
What is this?
I just don't know, man.
Oh, it's a 4-pack actually because it comes with Grogu. My bad.
Dude, that Gus Fring looks better than the 6-inch version.
Yeah, it's funny. That happens a lot.
It happens
they put so much
too
focus.
much.
Yeah, they put so much focus on 3 3/4 inch that it like they really at times like put the scopes and the paint detail on the Black Series to the side. It's pretty nuts.
Anyway, there it is. Yeah, it's a 4-pack. See, Dark Trooper, Mandalorian, Grogu, and Moff.
I love how they show the Dio, but it doesn't come with it.
No, it does not.
Come on. Throw Space Walls some fucking bread, dude. These guys are drowning. Oh, no.
All right.
Oh, man.
What's next? Oh, hey. Remember that guy? Well, he's got a new show.
Hey, well, this is a suit from one part of the show. Stay tuned. You'll get another shot of his other suit from the other part of the show.
Yeah, and that'll be sick. And I'm in. I'm what you call a whale. So And then for all of it. So there's Cassian Andor.
There is.
What about this chick?
What about her?
Vel Sartha. She's got a space AK-47.
Yeah, you know, I was just about to say, who was watching the show? What the fuck is going on? They showed up to like the rebellion camp, and they all have like AK-47s and like didn't noticeably looks like bullet clips. Like,
well, Rick, I think you were watching Fox News footage of the Russian conscripts.
No.
You'd think that they were in the hills of Kiev with the fucking guns that they had. They were like, they fucking had Kalashnikovs, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Right at the border of Ukraine, this chick is about to go in. Vel Sartha. Yeah. I think they just introduced her in the last episode, in fact. So maybe.
Yeah, this for any eagle-eyed fans that were like, who isn't this the waif from Game of Thrones? It is the waif from Game of Thrones.
Is it?
Yeah, that's the girl that Arya beheads and whatnot.
Oh, okay.
That's her, the waif.
By the way, speaking of Game of Thrones, I actually started watching House of the Dragon. I relented. It's actually pretty good.
Dude, it is really good. It's really good. That
the
girl,
time skip messed me up, though. I was like, wait, what? But
yeah, the girl from the first half, she's the breakout star, man.
She is great. Oh my god, she was so good.
If she doesn't become Gwen Stacy, Spider Gwen, we riot.
Oh my god. Yeah, you might be right.
I haven't watched that show either.
Cassian, you not watched that one either?
I haven't even watched Game of Thrones.
I never saw the original Game of Thrones either, but I was like, let's check out this Dragon House.
There you go. Hey, well, you know what? It is.
You don't. This is 400 years in the past. So
no, it's like 137 years.
Oh, okay.
Is it?
Yeah,
it's some crazy amount.
It's
of
like
time in the
2
past.
generations removed. Like the kids in this show are like the grandparents of the Game of Thrones people.
It is like 400 years because the dragons have been gone for so long.
187. Thank you.
187.
J. Michael Johnson.
J. Michael in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
What? Damn, that's crazy. I thought it was a lot more because the dragons have been gone for so long, but I guess I'm fucking tripping. Thanks, J. Michael.
It's like every generation is like an age to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true. And I mean, it is medieval times. These people don't live long.
So, yeah, no.
Yeah, speaking of medieval times, I'm heading there in December.
I had a hard time at first because of the dude that plays the king, right? Who gets crowned in the beginning, the main king, whatever.
Yeah.
He was in Hot Fuzz as one of the cops that's like messing with Simon Pegg's character.
He totally is. What the fuck?
Yeah, right. It's like him and the other dude, who were just like trolling him the whole time. Yeah, pretty fun.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, oh shit, it's this guy. Anyway, the 6-inch Black Series stuff, we don't really care too much about the vintage collection, sorry, but Hunter, there he is. Boom. Doing some hunting. Because they're okay way. That's Hunter.
Jesus Christ.
We've got to save Omega.
Omega. No. We can't go into that.
Omega, stop.
Troopers over there. No. Oh, Jesus.
Anyway, there's Cassian 6-inch Black Series windowless boxes. Love it. There's her.
Bro, I thought she had a Happy Meal in her hand. Oh my god.
What's her name? Bix Colleen. Of course it is.
Big in Filipino homes. Got to get the Vicks.
God, they really do get to pat themselves on the back for just having the plastic-free packaging, huh? Like they put it right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're saving the world. Don't you see it?
Mm-hmm. Here's Dr. Selvig from Marvel Legends, so if nothing else, just pop his head off.
Yeah, that's true.
You have the Doctor from Thor.
That's a good-ass point. Damn. Sorry, Boog's not here to hear that one. He loves a good head swap.
Yeah.
Oh, he left.
Yeah,
Boog's straight up gone.
He left? He left a long time ago.
He said,
No-
"Fuck y'all, I'm out."
Nobody said anything. So I was
Hey,
like,
sick.
oh, I guess we're just not gonna.
Hey, you know what?
We're just not gonna acknowledge it.
While he's not here, respectfully, Boog, your Cyclops take is wild out of pocket. What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
Yeah. Now that he's not here to defend himself, we're laying it fucking in.
I was trying to get him to say it because I knew he would. I was like, pretty good.
He did.
He's like, no. It doesn't just look pretty good. This is the Mafex killer.
This is shitting on the Mayfix. Like, man, what is going on, Boog?
I love it. Every chance he gets. No. Mayfix fucking sucks.
I don't think anybody heard me, but when he said that, I whispered, "How much they paying you?"
Yeah.
How much they paying? How much they paying you?
Love the game saying Mezco was the last word Zemo needed to send Boog on a mission. Soft goods everywhere are in danger.
What's going on? What are we doing? Oh man.
J. Michael Johnson. It's really plastic-free packaging with all the heads and hands they don't include.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh man.
You know,
Plastic-free product.
As ridiculous as that is, I can see that being some excuse that they give people. How are we supposed to give more accessories if we're saving on plastic?
I can see it now.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, there's Dr. Selvig. What about
Mon Mothma?
Mon Mothma.
What about her?
I knew it. Look at her.
There she is.
Look at the sheer state of her.
She comes with nothing, says Chris Miller.
Nothing? Surely not nothing, right?
She has a perfectly good 5-head to stream some sort of movie on.
Yeah, hold on.
She has a sleeve of wizard.
You scrolled over the designer. I got the best screen cap of that designer at the beginning of the show.
Wait, hang on.
I just
put it in the chat, right?
I just put it in the chat just now.
that miserable sad sack.
He's just like, hey, we're here talking about Indiana Jones.
And he was like that for his show.
Darkness, my own friend.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the I like Star Wars, not Harrison Ford. Get me out of here.
Yeah, hey, shout out to that guy, man. He's trying. You know what's crazy? Like, I promise you, he thought that they weren't doing a wide, and they're like, all right, he's like, cool, I can give my face a rest from all this smiling.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry, the camera's back on.
Oh, I'm interested in this.
Give her a gun, says Koopa Steve.
Kind of has a trigger finger, yeah.
So, like, on the box art, she's doing this little number. Like, why not give her those hands? Like, I just don't understand, dude. What is happening?
No torso art. This is the
bro. Where are her feet in the other picture? They just had her standing on the skirt. Oh no. Yes. No. Is it just cut off? Weird.
It just cut off. It's just a scroll.
No.
I thought that was a reflection or something. Never mind.
Yo, this is a traffic cone.
This is terrible. This is wild. This is crazy. I mean, like, for completionist's sake, I get it for sure. Like that's the game here, obviously. But like, you know, give her an AK or something, man. Like,
you know, for as much, you know, just to be fair, because people say that we're not fair sometimes. I'm gonna be fair here. This shit is a brick. You know, McFarlane has bricks. This is another brick. This is not gonna move. She just got arms and that's it. She'd be the wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man on your desk.
Hasbro said, thanks to a shipping error.
Thanks to a shipping error.
Oh man.
Just a mistake as we continue to work with digital renders. Thanks for your understanding. All right, what about another Mando? You love him.
He's one of those people.
Axe Woves.
There he is.
Axwolf S.
Oh, he looks cool.
Yeah. Looks fine. Just generic Mando dude. Whoa. There's a 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi.
So we'll be taking a break from Return to the Jedi next year.
In honor of the anniversary.
Wow. And in honor of that, here's a repaint. Or a re-release. I guess, I don't know. Probably a re-release.
And you know
We've already done this guy.
Yeah, and you know what's awesome? I love people that are supposed to come with big accessories that don't come with them.
It's true.
That's my favorite thing.
Hey, this is the Dream HasLab right here.
Yep.
Remember when Black Series first came out and they had the Toys R Us exclusive speeder bike set with him, and it was just clogging shelves.
Yeah, they made their way to GameStops, and they were on clearance for I think $14.99, and like I bought two. I have no attachment. It's like fucking, I'll buy it, whatever.
He doesn't even have the rifle, so he's just the bike or just the pistol, and that's it. One accessory.
I know. I love how they could have shown any picture of these guys, and they chose one on a bike.
Look, another Lando that's just gonna sit at retail.
Everyone's been asking for this. Everyone.
Dude, you can go to Target and Walmart right now.
Yeah.
And there's multiple Landos of various scales across different movies that are just there. And those are probably the only Black Series on the pack.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I love Billy D. Love Lando the character, but he just does not sell toys.
No, and I don't understand why they keep making him. There's like 2 or 3 Landos every year. I don't get it.
They do need to stop, man. Like, give us some time to miss him.
Yeah, exactly, man. Like remember, like for a few years, like we didn't really get a Leia because she just passed, and like they didn't want to seem like they were money grubbing for her death and whatnot. Like, you know, now we miss Leia. You know, let me miss Lando.
It's true. You know, the most fucked up thing about this is, if they would have packaged him with a mask on, he probably would have moved a little bit more. Unfortunately, that's the most fucked up part about this.
Yeah, but you see, that's why they met you halfway, and they masked him up on the card art.
It's rough.
Wasn't this one of the exclusives like just 2 years ago or something? And then we already got him single carded.
Well, there you go. There's your soft goods right there, Fabio.
We've gotten this exact same version of Han Solo like 10 times. With this jacket, too.
Bro, this was like a chocolate condom, dude. This fucking sucks. This is the worst shit ever.
Those are not good soft goods at all.
You know.
Oh, this one too. So these two are part of the Endor set.
You know what these look like? These look like when 9/11 first happened. And in school, you'd have school projects centered around soldiers, and you'd tell the kids, make your own camo print. And this is what the kids would paint. That's what this looks like.
You took us on a ride, and I was with you the whole time.
You'll love it.
Oh, God.
All right.
Unreal.
What about Wicket? $27.99.
What?
I was going to say, you know what? I'd be into this if it wasn't $30.
There is no way. Dude.
Well, Poncho, it's the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi. Oh, he's $24.99, but still.
And you might have another version of him, but does yours have the 40th anniversary stamp on the card?
No, you know what? You're right. Let me go ahead and get this one.
There you go.
This is crazy. You know what? Like, man, I promise you, they put out that Grogu first because they're like, we'll put out this Grogu. People are going to be really mad about that Grogu at full price. But then we'll hit them with the Ewok by themselves. And they'll say, well, at least it's more. At least it's not as less as the Grogu.
I mean, look, it comes with accessories.
This is fucked up. The only Ewok I care about is the Ewoks from that shitty cartoon. That's what I want on my shelves.
It'll be this in brighter colors.
Oh no! Yeah, that's right. They won't do a cartoon head. No cartoon head.
So no cartoon head.
What about Okay, remember the Cantina band you've already bought individually and Army built to make the whole band? What if you just got them all in one pack?
What about the whole clique, huh? How much is this? Did they say?
$89.99.
What? That's it?
Yeah, for 7 figures.
Oh, that's not real. Are they
These are
6-inch scale?
3 3/4 inch. These are vintage collection, 3 3/4 inch.
3 3/4. So this was what, 89 you said?
$9.99
89?
for 7. Yep.
So that comes out to $12 a figure. Why isn't that Ewok $12 fucking dollars, bro? They're the same size.
The Ewok is smaller with less articulation. Actually. Yeah.
I know. Calling them the same size as being generous.
This is crazy.
Dude, look at that guy with the sax. Huh? He's fucking going nutty.
He's
That's
fucking
Kenny
it up,
G right
dude.
there.
Yeah.
He's going for it.
And like,
He's fucking careless whisper.
honestly though, I'm kind of into this, and I might actually buy it.
Hey man, all in one go for $79.99. That's not bad.
Yeah.
I'm
Sorry,
kind of into
$89.99.
this.
All right. What about this guy? Did we go him already? I don't know.
Yeah, we did.
Are we done? Oh, here we go. Pipeline reviews.
We can be done.
Oh, this is, All right. Vintage collection pipeline. Ugly Darth Vader.
Harmonica Vader.
Yeah. This is Beck. What about I don't know, this ugly guy, and this ugly guy.
Hey, whoa, that's Yak Face.
This is Yak Face. Yeah, he's iconic.
He's an icon.
But then a couple of other uggos right next to him.
That's
Oh,
it.
look at these guys.
It's a
What
party.
about They're doing the
Endor
Endor
base.
Bunker diorama set.
That's pretty cool. You know, stuff like this
Vintage
makes me want to just reset and just do 3 3/4 just for the
100 I've
space.
said that forever, dude. There's
Yeah.
only one way to collect these Star Wars these days, and it's 3 3/4 inch. Distant second, even I would say, is Hot Toys.
Yeah.
Just like when I see people with those Acid Rain figures, I'm like, damn it.
Yeah, man.
This is super good.
Dude, Acid Rain is doing a collab with Super 7 The Worst, and I'm like, damn it, I might be into these. I'm afraid of how much I like them.
Do it.
Yeah, do it.
Anyway, how about some Black Series pipeline reveals, huh?
How about it?
Whoa,
Let me stuff your
please.
pipes with these reveals.
I want to see the lines. Oh, we've never gotten this Luke before.
Yeah, this is a little known character.
Very, very obscure.
A very small
Haven't we
walk-on
gotten him
role.
already? Haven't we? We've gotten him already.
Yeah, like 20 times.
No, this isn't Rancor, Luke. This is. I mean, yes, it's from the same movie, but maybe it is the one that it was supposed to be in the HasLab. I don't know. It is just Return Luke, so maybe I don't know. Another harmonica Vader. Okay.
The same picture. Fuck it.
Same picture, different graphic. Like, come on. All right, what about? Oh, I need Rick here for this one. Rick left. I'm not gonna say his name until he comes back. What about Royal Guard?
What about him?
There he is, dude. Look, he's all red and menacing and shit.
There he is.
And then we go back to vintage collection. What is this?
I don't know. We gotta move on.
They're just out of order. Oh, dude. These are the boys that I was next to.
Oh yeah? Whoa.
This is literally from Bobby's book.
Dude, I'm Yeah, you have to get these. I'm not even
It's the
joking.
Pikes.
You
They're
have to
6
get
inch,
these.
yeah, so that when I get my Hasbro selfie series, I'll have them next to me.
Don't even bother. After this, we got to talk Hasbro selfie series. You got to somewhat. This is an APB to the fellas in chat and then the community far and wide. Somebody please sculpt Fabio so we can somebody sculpt him and paint him so we can put him on a Star Wars body so we can display him next to these guys. And
That's all I want.
you'll make your money back selling the extras. I promise you. Just do it. Do it for the culture,
Yo,
please.
If if freaking Adam will get me to take the Gentle Giant tour, then I'll easily grab the files myself.
Whoa.
But
Whoa.
this is literally like you cut right after this screenshot, and that's me.
That's
so,
you.
Yeah, I gotta get these boys.
There he is.
I think I might actually like squat up, get like 4 or 5 of them, and then wait for my inevitable figure.
You gotta do it.
Right. That's it.
What if they make you? What if? Were you the only guy dressed like that, or
Yeah.
you were? Well, hey, give it 15 years. We'll see it.
I mean, look at all those random uggos we saw for 1 second. You are a handsome young man.
That's true.
In the prime of his life.
Absolutely.
Know how to rock a welding mask? Put up.
So, as the kids say nowadays, you got next.
Poncho, I think Christopher Miller's right. I think it's up to you to sculpt me. You were talking about all your sculpting over there at Kevin's show.
That's true, but unlike other people in the community, I suck. So
maybe if I looked like a cat, you'd be able to do it.
True, yeah. If you had no human features whatsoever, then maybe I could sculpt you.
Fair.
I have been waiting for this man to sell the damn head sculpts of his cat for what feels like an eternity.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
man.
we got to. Oh, what about this guy?
There he is.
And him. Okay. Yeah, Cad Bane. Ooh. such
Cadimus
Cad Bane.
Bainimus.
Oh, and Rick, you missed when you left for a sec. You forgot the best new pipeline reveal.
Oh,
Arturito.
we've not gotten that one before, have we? Well, you know what? To their credit, they said that this is a brand new mold from the ground up. They said it's completely new. But what the fuck can you do to this?
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Why would
I don't buy that.
Why would you make a new sculpt? That's the real question. Why? It's what can you do? Unless he fucking talks to me and is electronic, like what the fuck is what can you do?
Well, here's Mando, Luke.
I'm pretty sure we've gotten him already.
Yeah, probably.
People are saying the old R2 is
20th
too small.
Anniversary? There's no way.
Oh, but I forget
Maybe
what they
Clone
said.
Wars 20th anniversary of like the Gendy Tartakovsky cartoon.
Yeah, they said they clarified it was Gendy Tartakovsky, or however that's pronounced.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, interesting.
That came out, in 2002, so it makes sense.
Oh, so it's a great excuse for them to just do more troopers. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Make Fabio, please. Like,
Dude, whose ass do we got to kiss at the Hasbro booth to fucking get you?
we're
I think
not
I'm
doing
the one
ourselves
with
any
the
favor on this
Hasbro
show.
ass.
Tell you that right now. They watch 1 second of this segment, they're all like, "No."
Yo, they
Never.
haven't even made Carson Teva, Paul from, come on. You mentioned him. You know Paul.
Yeah, no,
Paul?
Paul. Big fan of Paul's.
Yeah. They haven't even made Paul's character, so why would they ever do me? That's all.
True.
That's gonna be up to me, baby. Support
But
independent creators. Screw these multi-billion-dollar corporations.
You stood out in a moment where a titular character walked by.
Not just walk by, sped off in his space Vespa.
Exactly. So I think I rest my case, Your Honor.
Jason Todd says that tease for Mando Luke is actually for his lightsaber, not like that's any better.
No way. There's no way, bro.
We've never. This is so
Next
cool.
camp-
We've never.
Is that the next
gotten his
HasLab?
lightsaber.
Okay.
We've never gotten his lightsaber. This is great.
Yeah, let's
They've never
source an
made
image where we cut the lightsaber off.
It's genius.
Genius, farmer. Genius.
Okay then, buddies.
All right, thank God. What's I'm almost afraid to ask what's next. Let's save G.I. Joe for next week, I guess. Maybe. Was there a lot or no?
Dude, hear me out. Somebody
Okay.
in the comments, let me know if I'm wrong. I saw all of these G.I. Joe announcements, and you know what I thought to myself? We've seen these already. Like, I don't... What the
We
fuck?
saw
Like,
the digital renders of a few at Comic-Con, but this is the first time in color, right?
It's weird.
Yeah, I think almost all of them. I think we'd seen already. I think there's maybe like one or two that we've not seen before, but pretty sure for the most part we'd already seen all of it. So when they showed it today, I was like, nothing exciting to discuss.
While you pull that up, I'm going to go over some super chats real quick.
Yeah, we got to catch up.
Pardon me. Fat Man hit us with 5 early in the show saying, wait, did Boog really say that cartoon Marvel Legends Cyclops is a Mafex killer? Is Boog drinking? LOL. Just the Kool-Aid, my friend. That's all he's drinking. To be fair, I get it. That's like, that's his realm to protect. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'll stand for Dragon Ball SHFs as hard at the same time. So the only difference is there's nobody competing with Dragon Ball on a reasonable scale.
Yeah, no. Even Dragon Stars like barely exist.
It's true. They exist only to do market research for SHF. Earlier on in the show, We Read Comics 2 hit us with 10 earlier, but no message, and then hit us with 2 again, saying, so no head? Exactly.
I thought he was going to write a so no message.
And then Captain McKay hit us with 5 earlier, saying, I like the entire X-Men wave, talking about the carded ones. Pre-order them all. If plastic-free packaging means that these are the last run of the retro cards, then what a way to go. And
no, you know what? You know what, Mike? They said before that that's the only place that plastic will continue.
Yeah.
I actually thought when they showed just the outer box of that Iron Man that I was like, oh, here we go. Hasbro lied again. They're doing the retro packaging, but it's just the picture of what would be the retro card, but it's just a cardboard box. But no, that was just because it's, the 2-in-1 box or whatever.
2-in-1 box.
It's my 2-in-1 box.
If they're so worried about waste, then why are they putting 2 boxes in one other box? I guess it's cardboard's recyclable. I guess. I mean, that's a saving grace. But still, it's weird. I don't know. Why are we... why am I questioning a fucking multi-billion-dollar company on their ethics? It's all fucked.
Obviously, we know more than they do.
That's true. Because I've been on this podcast for 7 years, I know how to run this company better than those guys that have master's degrees in business. So,
wait, there's no way it's actually been 7 years.
I think so, huh? Hold on. 2015 was the first one. I actually was watching the first podcast today. I accidentally pulled it up. That sounds really bad. I pulled it up to do an audio test.
Did you watch Al Figures eat a sandwich and watch the football game the whole time?
Actually, at that point, it was, what year was this? It doesn't tell you the year anymore.
Oh man.
Hold on, maybe comments. So comments 6 years ago is most of the comments. So yeah, six years and going on 7 for sure.
That's insane, actually.
Big shout out to the first podcast because I skipped to a part. I guess we were talking Photo Combat, and I skipped to a part where you were talking, Rick, and you were like, it's very funny. I encourage people to go back and watch the first podcast. It is literally only 26 minutes long, and we struggle to talk about shit. And we're talking about Photo Combat, and you're talking about like scores and stuff like that. And then you go, how about you, Emiya? What did you think? Did you any upsets this year with Photo Combat? And Boog goes, damn well he didn't pay attention to a single fucking thing about Photo Combat.
You remember that time he was watching a fucking Final Fantasy?
He was watching Advent Children.
Oh my god, I remember that.
Oh my god.
And he almost got Boog's channel destroyed.
Yeah, because they had him on a copyright claim immediately. Oh my god. Yeah, here it is. I'm pulling it up for everybody. The first episode of the podcast. Look at here's Al eating that chicken wing. God damn. Look at young Fabio. Oh my god. Hold on, I got a screen share with you guys so you can see it too. Hold on.
Oh, wait, I see it on the stream, but not on the Discord. But
Here, I just pulled it up. Little babyface Fabio right here. Oh my god, only 2 Detolfs? You
only
poor,
2
poor
Detolfs,
man.
bro.
Could you? Hey,
Wow.
how much cloth goods are we seeing in that room?
Next to none.
Just what you got on my body right there.
Billy Mahoney in the mix. There's Rick. Same avatar. Years later.
Same avatar.
There's Al with the chicken wings. There we go. There's me in my weird room. My 360p room. What the fuck is going on with my camera?
Yeah.
Hey, look at Boog in the dark.
Yeah, no.
No lighting.
Boog and Al got the same headphones on. It's perfect.
Yo, shout out to my hairline for staying the same these 6 years or so.
There you go. Hey, you gotta do it. Let's see. Who else? Billy Mahoney, of course. I think that was it. That was us.
Yeah.
How's it, man? Whoa, come so long, and here we are doing a almost 4-hour podcast. Jesus Christ! If we could see each other.
I know. I can only imagine that those 20 minutes were nothing but fucking struggle.
They were.
The chewing noises and the Patriots have done it again in the background.
Hey, fuck the Pats.
I'll never forget like having like one serious moment that first episode, and he just goes, "Oh!" at the top, and we're all like, "Oh my god!" He's like, "I'm so sorry, man. We just scored."
Oh my god. Yeah.
All right.
Well,
we're basically at the top of the hour. We could call it here if we want to leave the rest of the Hasbro PulseCon for next week until Boog comes back.
Basically. We'll talk SHF next week too, because by next week, Comic-Con would have started already by next week. The only SHF news is they revealed that they will be revealing 3 more figures in the Dragon Ball SHF line. Hopefully it's, for the record, I hope it's Pan, I hope it's Orange Piccolo, and I hope it's Beast Gohan. But it might be Pan, Orange Piccolo, and maybe a Cell Max, and they'll include the Beast Gohan with the Cell Max. The Beast Gohan head with the Cell Max. Hopefully.
So Beast Gohan head,
exactly. But yeah, man, that's basically it. Third party, they showed off that sick tiger on. You see that on Lago Figs' Instagram?
Oh yeah, the Crocodile Man. The people that did the Crocodile Man are making.
Oh yeah, I think we talked about that. No,
because they just showed it.
Yeah, this is brand new. It's just revealed today.
This guy.
I think he got to reveal it. Maybe no, I don't think so. Maybe, I don't know. The way it's worded is like he. Anyway, all that being said, this is crazy exciting to me because this looks exactly like the tiger from Kung Fu Panda. If they do not release if they release a fucking panda, I'm going to lose my marbles if they release a Kung Fu Panda in this style.
And you also know why it would be so sick is because we got Panda from Jujutsu Kaisen. They're going to be able to fucking double up.
What'd you say? Sorry.
Oh, I said the best thing is that we have Panda from Jujutsu Kaisen. So
are they making that a figure or no?
No, they've not announced that.
Oh, so you're saying if they do make it, that you can reuse it for Jujutsu Kaisen?
Yeah, you can.
I gotcha.
Especially because like Panda has 2 modes. Like when he's a panda, he just looks like a regular panda. But he enters like a gorilla mode where he's like a gorilla panda.
Whoa!
So like if there's like an exaggerated panda, it'll still fit.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I love Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah. There he is.
Mm-hmm. I was listening to somebody reviewing the Iron Maiden concert that I went to because they had gone like the night before, and I went on night 2, and they were like, yeah, Iron Maiden just put out this new album, so the first opening song of the whole concert was Senjutsu. I'm like, oh. I mean, even I know it's Senjutsu, right? That's the name of the new album and the title track or whatever. And then he's like, yeah, and then they followed up with Stratigo. I'm like, oh. I love mispronunciations of things. So from now on, that album is forever known as Senjutsu to me.
And Stratago.
Stratago, my
Yeah.
favorite board game.
Your favorite board game, Stratago.
Just the same as Monopoly.
Yeah, Monotrap.
Stop.
All right. You want to talk anything else? Movies, TV?
This is still like a filler episode of She-Hulk.
Oh yeah.
So it was fun. It was pretty cool seeing those obscure characters.
Yeah, that was fun.
Oh, well.
I did watch that Dahmer show.
Oh, how's that?
Well, despite his name being, in the title of the show, it's really about the victims.
That's a way to do it.
Yeah, for the most part.
I'm trying to think if there's anything we missed. I don't think there's anything we fucking missed. Oh yeah,
that's it.
Stargirl is back. How about that?
Stargirl's back?
Yeah, it's on. I think it's like on its 4th episode.
Oh, okay.
So that's just as good as it was before.
All right, I'll check it out.
Solid.
I'm into
Very
that.
solid.
That's a good show.
Very solid. All right.
I think that's pretty much it.
All right, you want to do plugs and get out of here?
Hey,
Yeah,
great
let's
idea,
plug
Punch.
Let's plug it up.
Yeah, let's plug it up. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Fabio, what do you got going on?
Well, we did talk a little bit of RumbleCon today, but if you want a more in-depth analysis, play-by-play, full reactions, not just trying to keep Boog from falling asleep. Streaming, as always, every Mezco Mondays, in fact. 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, over on my channel at Fobster, Instagram Fobster360, doing the full backlash from RumbleCon 2022, talking all the reveals, all the speculation, everything of that nature. So that should be a great stream coming up this Monday. Again, here on YouTube, Fobster. Go subscribe. Thanks to everybody who's been, being part of the chat recently and checked out the kind of follow-up video I did on Tuesday as well, looking at the trailer for the Union Gomez we talked about today too. So it's been good. Always talking more Mezco stuff in depth over on my channel. So come hang. It's been good to see a few of the regulars here from the podcast over there as well. And that's I think that's all I got coming up.
What about you, Rick?
Pancho, what about you? You sort of. Oh wait, sorry. You went to Rick. Rick, what about
you? Hey, what's up? It's me, and I'm still out here. I'm still selling fake doors. Follow me on Instagram. I post all these crazy shit. The other day, just found some figures at thrift worth a lot of money, so that was good. You never know what I'm gonna find. You never know.
Not me.
Not him.
No, not us.
Shout out. What about you, Wardell?
Well, Wardell's just been taking requests for Wonderwall for the last week, but as for me, check out Toying Around. Last week's episode of Toying Around, I was the guest on Kevin's stream. We talked forever. We talked for like 4 hours, I think, and it was great. Also check out his Toying Around. I will double down and say it again. The best toy hunting content on the internet right now. Period. Also,
Hunting
Rick,
around,
you'll like this. Kevin, oh, you were there. Duh. He said Rayquan instead of Rayquaza, which is the greatest shit ever.
That was incredible.
Love it.
But yeah, aside from that, check out the latest thing I produced was Posing Ain't Easy. I'm currently shooting Posing Ain't Easy stuff for OcTOYber right now. Like every shot, I'll shoot a little snippet at the very end. So I might do this year's I might edit and do Posing Ain't Easy for this year as OcTOYber, because I do have footage from the last two other years as well. I just don't know when to release it or do it. And I didn't even finish the first one. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I have footage for everything. So hopefully more Posing Ain't Easy will come soon. But check out my last one if you have the time, so you can see the origins of Wardell back there. And check out OcTOYber. I hope everybody enjoys OcTOYber this year. We're going to be hanging out and talking and doing highlights for the next couple of weeks, OcTOYber highlights. So keep submitting, and everybody who's doing it every day, good luck. So that's it. That's it for me. You want to take us out, Fabio?
Okay. All right. Well, thank you everybody for all the super chats, all the comments, all the engagement. Thanks for watching the A.C.B.A. podcast, episode 209, Hasbro PulseCon PowerUp. Open bracket, OcTOYber, Mezco, imports, and more, close bracket. As always, rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell down there. And until next time, peace.
Goodbye.
Watch the skies.
We should record new footage for this.
We should.
God, my hair was like above my shoulders. It's kind of crazy.
You gotta do it.
That's your old house. You don't live
That
there.
is my old house. I don't even live there anymore.
What?
Really? I thought
Yep.
you still lived.
That's crazy. All right.